Mama no amasi do banya we sound fuwa me won ne po ma bada batoy fuwa me won la ne po ma bada batoy manya fuwa me na ne po ma bada batoy punya motoli khafi melak befuk bermula nama bola moji na bermadi cava wobo omalona namo krola utakwenya ba mavako gadele yewosi utakwenya ba mavako nundudule yobola fuwa mena nekpo ma bada batoy ma va osusuba ma jimze mi jade no kukumula na moliko ya kama dunu ma tu khofa ma no amasi do penyawe sao fuwa me wonla nekpo ma bada batoy ma va osusuba ma jise mi jade no kukumuse na moliko ya kama dunu ma tu khofa ma no amasi do penyawe sao fuwa me wonla nekpo ma bada batoy fuwa me na la
yo miapun polo mi khwak benji ma do we zona mi fa Ewenyigba TV wa ndi wona fa goma je fa Tony Magboy nyaga we zo do na mi va gba to ma dakana mi katamba mi ga le Ewenyigba TV po ya valo la shigongo ndia Tony Magboy ba benami agba po wona aje goma po gandre tututu ke mia ai de mia po motivational segment asenya gbere kavaro yo ke mia cho adon se mia rokio ke mi chofuma mia achamia po amuganto mafia po nya jojo kawe nya jojo do nkuo yo ke chachana mia po ntome agba de mi chofuma mia azorango akpo nya jojo gbanlo for front pages so agba ele to hela ba mi achaye ya de den wona pare ike mia akpo nya jojo gbanlo kata yo kele gana kata gbo le nka oglomo le egbe pe nke kama ha ke na po gania mako libe mi nya o majroge ke mia fa nyama jola to heado ga gremiaji mo katare ga fiami le ga pupua mi to me ke abale ke mione dai ne abale ke mionto mi nyai na mi akle mi awe wona mi akle mi awe wona enana bo wona nona to tue ta mi ka po gremia chile gba ha to me alawe mia ajonya o me le 0242670773 0242670773 onye number yi kazaga miala lo kapo jesio kazaga miala ko achia kaklim alawe miawo wona ono totue yo kamera kuku nyameke miankosam le Ewenyigba TVG le multi TVG nyameke miankosam le satellite ni ko jebe miawo pide kunyebe miawo ha na dem miape enyawme ne gamasu yaten apokanam le 0242670773 alo mi ado text message dam ado voice message dam alabe miazen acho ade nyawme ne miape no polao akbenami abaleke mi ore kakwa claim ene yo agbe apojim fe eton apenke ke wagbe motivational message. Well, I welcome all of you to the transmission. Tony Magboy is the one doing this. Thank you all for joining me from everywhere you are joining me from. Today's is going to be exceptional because we are adding something more to the current affairs segment of our show, and that's the review of the front pages, and I know that we'll be doing all together. So please let your comments keep coming in, and show your love, show your appreciation for what we're doing, and get yourself heard. All right, yo, me je wanna go play me up a motivational message. Me ase me up a motivational message le egba ton hamen ke egba pa motivational message aro kule populi ma wele English gba magba afi atrore me up egba me ade egome enye enade kamare ngolo recordare ya vanlaoji que monsieur nyemi kan hia ba nya kpora le ndia ronku jiba mojo jone mi apa ntoma echoa mi apa amuganto ya no news akatam for all the good reasons, for all the wrong reasons, and my karijiba nyano toji alo nya jojo yo ke do taracho mi apa ntoma nya asawo katan. All right, don't be afraid to open a new door and start over. You might like your new story better. Don't be afraid to open a new door and start over. You might like your new story better. So that's a quote from Quote for Success. And don't be afraid to open a new door and start over. I'm understanding that to mean don't you be afraid to do things anew. Don't be afraid to stand back up when you are knocked down by life. Don't be afraid to begin all over again, whether there were losses, whether there were mistakes, whether there were errors. Don't be afraid to start over again. You might like your new story better. So a lot of people have been scammed, a lot of people have been divorced, a lot of people have been bereaved, a lot of people have been defrauded, a lot of people have been hurt, people have been jailed, people have been betrayed, people have been abused, people have been evicted, ejected, people have been fired, people have been disgraced and scandalized. But what's important is your ability to start over again. Maybe that's how you learn to do it better. Ni pamela on TV aje ya. Enye nya agbaro yo kemi ji mi ako asokle mi arokyo akozo mi afagbe zonle alegbe kan keke ame. Ire kwa ogbogblombe magavon be ya gbogbo aje nwuye komo magavon be ya vu agboyeye alo ya vu otru yeye ne pagbo magavon be ya vu otru yeye agere ohoyeye mwelo agbazon le aso me kojo gbe o do ma hin na gbogbo ga cha gbagba ka je nwuye are koma amachonwa ajoji na wu aleka moli na ofia manyo re ka ofio po manyo re kai evikuna po mo re kai jila kuna po mo re ka nye chuevio mo re ka si o dala paro po mo re ka si o libribi lim la po mo re ka afoku je po mo re kai avon pli nyama dinyao pli nyama sekpo joreji jipo mi kata kulea ofi mi po mi kata kulea o dajo mi po mi kata kulea oju mi po mi kata kulea o dala pare mi asipo o viving mare mi asipo mi kata mi tona mo po adogbole mi kata po o de mi kata la mo po anwo yo kan ma bi ba wo jo o jore mi kata mi ajipo that there is such a thing as universality of crisis. La nyao nya te la gbezon le azo mi le ngani jora me shama ji ko ke nyang gbegle nvon jora me shama ji ko mi kata mi to na na me na nyi ba ji pokole ta enya ba mi asagomo ba ne nyamadinyao toto ne kuxewo dzɔdzɔm ne eŋudzɔramedziwo wo katã wo vavam nenema mia axɔe ade me be agbezɔlia zɔm mi la nenema wòle ma nenema wòle ma menye yi nye gbãtɔ mi katã mi to nane me kpɔ gakea ale yi ke ne xɔe ale yi ke ne gbogbo gadze agba gɔme ale yi ke ne gbogbo gado ŋusẽ ɖokuiwo ale yi ke ne gbɔ gatu ɖokuiwo ɖe ye nana ge nanye nuteƒe la ta tɔtrɔ ɖe ate ŋu ava míaƒe mɔkpɔkpɔ kple dzixɔse nye be tɔtrɔ ɖe ate ŋu ava ne exɔe de me be yeate ŋu agbogbo awoe nenemae míadze egba ƒe wɔna gɔme ma tɔni magbɔ yenye ya le mia kplɔ ge mianɔ to dzi ale be miage ɖe nu yiwo ke nye hatsi asisiwo ŋu le míaƒe amugãtɔ me memira gbe yi ke va yi memira ke va yi nɔ ko wɔna ɖe dzɔ le míaƒe ho amegã amugãtɔ me fieta ye mi tsɔtsɔ ga adze gɔme. Volta Youth get boost with entrepreneurship fund. Nyadzɔdzɔ yi ke medzo ge me le afia etso howiday.com dzedze ge le míaƒe TV-awo dzi ɖokume tã kake ne nyawo fufufufu la abe eyi menɔna mía sisi ke ɖo wo ŋutɔ ne nyawo dzim be yaxlẽ kata dzi howiday.com le fun dzi ko axlẽ nyawo le fi ma. So Volta Youth get boost with entrepreneurship fund. That is one big story on howiday.com. Ne yi howiday.com akpɔ ge be míaƒe regional minister ƒe nɔnɔmetata dzedzem le afi ma. Míaƒe regional minister ƒe nɔnɔmetata dzedzem le howiday.com. Yi ɖe koa woʋu gakevi gã aɖe ŋu. Woʋu gakevi gã aɖe ŋu ne sɔhɛwo yiwo ke dzi be yewoanye ɖokuishi sitsalawo, sɔhɛ yiwo ke si aɖaŋu le, sɔhɛ yiwo ke si susu tɔxɛ aɖewo le yi ke wobe de tome ale be yewo ŋutɔ yewozu ɖokuishi sitsalawo kple tɔkpletemɔwo eƒe nya gblɔm mi le howiday.com. So I'm going to read that very, very briefly. Ke le howiday.com aka etsi ƒe nya etsi ɖo sevatɔwo gbɔ. So clean water flows in Anyako and Seva. That's another big story there. Fuel prices headed for 17 Ghana cedis as escalations increase in the world. Ike me va ƒe nya gblɔm le gale fia hã ke gbɔgblɔm be ami ƒe asi edzi yi ge ami ƒe asi dzi ge yi ɖe ko. Gruesome murder in Agbakɔƒe over chieftaincy dispute. Le Agbakɔƒe le South Town ŋutɔ me le Volta region alo míaƒe amugãtɔ me South Town yi ke ne tso Dabla Junction le akpo Agbakɔƒe agbagɔme tsabefikpo hã ye gblɔm mi le. Wowu sɔhɛ aɖe le afi ma tsɔ yi ke ehã nye enyadzɔdzɔ kaka ɖe míaƒe yavalawo dzi alebe enye enyadzɔdzɔ vevi aɖe yi ke be míaɖɔ ɖaŋu be hafi na ase nya ma na kpɔe ɖe dzesi be mi ke gblɔ ge mia la ate ŋu ahe vevesese atsɔ ave na nyaselawo ta nyaselawo nɔ wo ɖokuiwo me ata ɖo ŋku eku vevi aɖe dzi na wo. Use viewer discretion is advised on that before we go into that issue. Eku vevi eku dzodzoe aɖe dzɔ le Agbakɔƒe etsɔ yi ke va yi ta mi le kuku afi mi age ɖe nyamama mesia ne no dzɔ. Ke the very last one, Edem Kofi Kpotosu empowers artisans. Edem Kofi Kpotosu yi ke nye míaƒe member of parliament le ho ŋutɔmafia ehã wɔna tɔxɛ aɖe ne artisans. So we have that one as well. Ta míawoe nye nyadzɔdzɔ yiwo ke wotsatsam le míaƒe yaƒelawo dzi le míaƒe ŋutua me le egba me ke míayi ɖe Seva alebe míakpɔ mi ke edzi ma fi ma ɖo ŋku dzi be ene míaŋkɔ sema ehiã be nade míaƒe adzirɔ me kpatapata ta ma shama kule ke mianko sama ne den nya ya ome alaba 0242670773 0242670773 nye number ke miatem azan ako adem enya ome alaba wona nanyakmo nemi mfom nyo ha mi atogblom abaleke mi woni dai na enana ba enwu nyakpona wona onya sena da nene ma mi ajibe bato ha na ganoima. All right, nyapo gande plafa maketa na mi be nyajojo gbanlo ko le nyagbo mi o gbangere ya o ma alaba mi keta nyakpo na mi da ko ngba tv ha nyatem akpo mi o kenye mi apo newspapers or national newspapers. Trust us, you can have all that. Le Ewenyigba TVG. Your Volta youth get boost with entrepreneurship fund. The Volta region is taking a significant step towards tackling youth empowerment with the launch of the Volta Regional Development Fund. The initiative, conceived by Volta Regional Minister James Gunu, aims to support young entrepreneurs to empower them to create jobs. So the fund is in response to the challenge of government providing jobs for all graduates. The minister urged the youth to identify problems in society and turn them to innovate business opportunities. The fund received a boost when donors from prominent individuals, including Johnson Asiedu Nketia, national chairman of the National Democratic Congress, donated 500,000. Mr. Daniel Macaulay, who is the CEO of McDan Shipping, donated 200,000. And the minister also pledged 10% of his monthly salary and an additional 20,000 to support the fund's sustainability. The Volta Youth Development Fund is designed as a sustainable, interest-free, revolving fund, empowering the youth to become job creators and drivers of development. The initiative is expected to have a significant impact on the region's economy and inspire young people to take charge of their future. So, Normatata Kwame Milefuma, onye Normatata Yoke Cho Ho, la Apache Auditorium, la Memory Vaime, ke kira kwa ode ga keviare to me be ga ona no ma vam ale be wono do mna so ho yo ke sia dan wole yo ke bagbajembe yo kpere nyapa munto munchiple adan don pio yo ke aten a put a solve nyapa problem so ta akpo Johnson Asiedu Nketia no afuma ke mi apa do amagan fufu one of my MC Helen of my Kenya Stephen Ado, Municipal Chief Executive Dean of MMDCs, Municipal Metropolitan Municipal and District Chief Executive, so Nonola Jerry Amako, Ikeganye, Adakutop, District Chief Executive, hand of my, and Adam Kofi Kotosu, hand of my, Ode Wana to McDan Shipping Company, top of hand of my. McDan 200,000, Johnson Asiedu Nketia and 500,000. Ke mianto miapo amuganto mejikbola James Gunube ye for tupak pa oli achoge akono fani amedem eshiai plus sube Ghana no okono dona sohio jireji alo vide mahe fiaba ga chogula na ka kukhagna lam more ka foka kokberenchio ke Dongoa Satekla, Livingston Satekla, Stoneboy, Enyam Banto ke Joga, ike ko 100,000 called the fund yame. So Stoneboy Enyam Banto ike Joga called the fund yame. So we say a big thank you to you all. Ta egali na sohyo woko per sohyo padamu. Regional Minister of Glomba yinto ha got 20,000 chiga kokpere Gamanchi. So we have over 1 million cities available for youth with ideas. Tanadang la show never yadadang matuma ke nagara Volta Regional Coordinating Council G alawa wakutane wonyang. All right, miacho afuma aide keke server clean water flows in Anyako and Seva. Clean water flows in Anyako and Seva after 20 years wait. The people of Anyako and Seva in the Volta region are finally experiencing the joy of accessing clean and safe water after a 2-decade wait. The Anyako Seva Water Supply Project was commissioned today by James Gunu, Volta Regional Minister, on behalf of President John Dramani Mahama. According to the VRCC, the modern water system includes a hybrid solar-powered pumping system, water treatment facilities, and an extensive distribution network, ensuring sustainable water management. The project is expected to improve the health, dignity, and daily lives of the people in the communities. The minister expressed gratitude to the president and the government of Ghana for prioritizing the needs of the communities. He also commended the Community Water and Sanitation Agency, contractors, and traditional authorities for their cooperation and patience throughout the project. And the commissioning of the project marks a significant milestone in the region's development, with plans to extend household pipe-borne water connecting to homes between June and December 2026. And the project is a testament to the government's commitment to improving livelihoods and accelerating development in the Volta region. No matata pomile le mi apeti bioji fia enye echi yika wohu la nyako pleseva epe blave sonya va ya nyako pleseva tomo kochi no gakal moma va duko la John Dramani Mahama fa afoda doma ohuchi leseva ke yapa muganto majik la James Gunu ba yo ba pasha ba jaga amashama na hu popile opome alebe chinono nano shi dollar ke manye dollar kanu doncho chinono ma o enye wona kpediare ike yiji le anyako bleseba tamia dakpene miapo amugama jikbola honorable James Gunu ple member of parliament no ikele ntumame ple onchi moyoke gbogbo egba echi ele sebata nyo makomile do pale majejem in white and blue do pale majejem echi do fa ikamu wofu le seba le kaka seba fe enya yema blomemile so jijom blibo onyene mikatabe miano viokele sevanto makata woko echi azon. All right. Still, Migale Miapa Umtome, gruesome murder in Agbakofe over chieftaincy dispute. Miapa Nkola Ahiabe, Nacho no Tatara Direct TV Aji, name de Onye, Badoji Unanyai, Blogemile. Voa Atamahe, Ototova Susumana Ola, versus Arevina Olo, Tahafina Lankura no Tataangwa, Nanomjo. Gruesome murder in Agbakofe over chieftaincy dispute. A brutal murder has shocked the community of Agbakofa in the Southstone district of the Volta region as Jerry Agbati, a native of the area, was shot and stabbed to death amidst a chieftaincy dispute. The incident has highlighted the deep-seated tensions between the Ajomani family, who currently hold power, and the Agbo family, who claim to be the rightful kingmakers. And according to eyewitnesses, the traditional warriors of Lakpo were seen chanting war songs on the night of March 8, 2026, and into the early hours of March 9, 2026, questioning the Agba family about the whereabouts of their newly installed chief, Hope Agba. The Agba family had mounted surveillance to ensure the chief's safety, but the attackers were relentless. The deceased Jerry Agbati was one of the guards on the Agba family gate, and eyewitnesses believe he was targeted by the attackers. 2 gunshots were heard, but it is believed that Agbati may have been protected spiritually, only to be stabbed multiple times by his assailants. The Agba family has long claimed that they are the rightful kingmakers of Agba, by their inability to install a chief following the death of Togbia Agba III. Paved the way for the Ajomani family to take over. The installation of Togbia Agba has the 4th as the new chief earlier today, that was yesterday, has been met with resistance from the Ajomani family and the people of Lakpo. The public outdoor ceremony scheduled for later yesterday had been cancelled. And according to the newly installed chief, I'm shattered and heartbroken by the perpetuation of this nefarious activity. District Chief Executive Victoria Jeklo has convened an emergency district security council meeting to address the situation. Yo ta mi akon pola no matata kemi pofia fria yenye je gajiare ike yiji le agbakope le Southton Mutome le agbakope Southton Mutome agba poma ye ko kwesebe yo nye shikito yo nye ameyo kenye duato o jagbagba be yo adofia cho fira gbawaro cho ike bayi cho ike bayi ya ikenye fojimwe ton pon ke ka sheke o je bo de fiare ko ke eya va zu vevesese ne adzomani ƒometɔ la va adzomani hawo wowoe nye asafo wowoe nɔna aʋaŋgɔ ne agbakɔƒe dua le tsantsa blema ʋi ke eyi tɔgbi agba etɔ̃lia ku le ƒe bla-ne-vɔ-8 sɔŋ me va yi ke va yi ma ena be zikpia ŋu va nɔ ŋu vo dufia va nɔ nyi o ɖe ya ta gɔmesese aɖe va le adzomani kpakple agbaƒomɔ me be yiwo nye be aʋafia li aʋafia nɔ dufia ƒe dɔ wɔm gbɔ ɖe ya ta adzomani ƒomɔ yike nye aʋawɔlawo ne dua woxɔ edua nɔ kpɔkplɔm le ŋkeke yiwo katã yi ke va yi me ke fifia yike mi ƒoma aʋafia ne dua yike nye tɔgbi adzomani hã yi ŋgbe ke ƒedziŋu etɔ̃ yake me mi le ƒe ŋkeke bla-vɔ dagbewo ƒe se be woaɖi ke le dekɔnua edze be woɖo fia hafi woaɖi tɔgbi adzomani ke ne agbaƒometɔ zi ɖoɖoe ye adzomani ƒe ƒome gaɖo fia ke fia be dufia ƒe ŋusẽ egale wo si koe ɖe ya ta woɖe bla be yewoaɖo yewo ŋutɔ yewo ƒe fia ke ame yike yoyɔna le gbe sia gbe gbenɔnɔme be hope agba yewo va tsia be ne ezu edufia ye na agbakɔƒe woli de xɔ woko yi gbedzi wokɔ ŋuwo ke etsɔe ke va yi wodze be kplɔe va ƒe ale be woaɖi ɖe go adzomani hawo va tsia ka kpakple lakpo hawo lakpo ƒe fia ale be woƒe asrafowo wova agbakɔƒe dɔa me henɔ adedzi wonɔ biabia be me kae nye fia la fike fia la le ta no kpɔ de dzi be nye agbaƒometɔwo wobia ge be fike fia la le ke ne megblɔ ko ke woƒo ta le fɔŋli ke nye kɔsiɖa yi ke va yi ma adzomani hawo woƒo wodo kpo le dua me hegblɔ be yewo le aʋa yi ke kple agbaƒometɔwo ta nyɔnu sia nyɔnu nenɔ yewo xɔ me enye ŋutsua la ŋukpo tu nu sia nu ke le asiɔ koe kɔ do go ta ame yiwo ke nye blafo alo safo yiwo ke nɔ fia ye ŋu dzɔm le agbaƒoƒo me ƒe kpadzia wo katã hã nɔ sentri le zãwo tsitsina ke agbatsi Jerry Edem yi ke nye wo dometɔ ɖeka hã nɔ sentri ke nyadzɔdzɔ ke ɖo mia gbɔ ɖo kpe dzi be lakpotɔ ƒe fia va gbɔ le eƒe me egblɔ nɛ be ne meɖe asi le fia yeyea yi ke ŋuti dzɔm wòle ŋuti oa yewo teke kpɔ wòɖe tu pump action kɔ fie egblɔ nɛ be ne kpɔ nyuie yewu ge gake ya medo vovo dzi na ame yi ŋgbe Jerry Agbatsi o ke ame yi ŋgbe Jerry Agbatsi gayi ɖe gbea dzi henɔ gbagba dzem be yewoadzo efia yeyea ŋuti fɔŋli abe ga ɖeka etu ɖi zi eve dodi amewo katã wo ka gbe ke yewo va ɖo ƒome abe ga tɔ̃ ena wokpɔ be yewo yiwo ke fia yeyea ŋu dzɔma yewo dometɔ ɖeka meli o eŋkɔ nye Jerry Agbatsi ta wotrɔ yi ɖe fi ke wònɔ sentri ɖo be wokpɔ be ele afi ma hã womekpɔe o wotsa agba metsa agba me wova kpɔe de dzesi be wode tukpe zi eve ya gake trɔ mɔ naneke o ta wotso yi kɔ dze yeƒe nɔnɔmetata ma mi kpɔ le miaƒe TV dzi ta Jerry Agbatsi eyi ŋgbe le agbakɔƒe de ata Southton ntomajikpola Victoria Jekro yo dissect meeting lo ba du domagan kata le povito do kwa batakpa do ko kata kwacho albo poka foka o the timing kuma povito la gba ko cho jojo wa do mi agbo batakpa ho ba la gba ko alo ton fa na non de ata upagba fun ebe pejigba le we tere jibe amoka gba na don le fia yi ke do mu yo ke do katanya ba agba poma o nya agba ko do ato na la yodoshi efia ro na ojigbo na yokpota na nyawa afi ozorango enye nyama chegaji ikejo cho agbakofe le south don ntome nyapa nkpolo klo nya sala efo gandre plafan ke ma awu enyama juju wona pa ya mple bonade ke yiji le ola the memory abrovai Adam Kofi Kotosu empowers artisans in whole central constituency. Artisans so you can yashing do lokata o pepeto here na le ola alebe o tu de o fienwo alebe fion mon popo yo ke oten atu alebe akop pere ncho jira goto ta gakple peto e ha ka o yiji le miape untoame le afia ke domaga ke pona tivet do pa efum agloba enya jiru petaro jingba yo don sa shindo lo kata alba wo kata wo ko wona no woman le tuturo pa na me toni magbonya ma pro ma ko do jusho ya ma trova nya ide again pela gana audu ko gana do ko pasha pa apon ke nya jojo yo ke le tade ne nya jojo ba ma mleo magakashi o tibiamo magbona
Fua me gonla ne poma bada bate manya Fua me na ne poma bada bate Fua me gon ne poma bada bate manya la Fua me na ne poma bada bate Punya mentoli khafi melak befuk pemula nama pola moji na bermadi cava obo umalona namo de utakwenya ba mavako gade le yegosi utakwenya ba mavako nundudu le yeobola Fua me wo ne poma bada batoe Mava wo susuba maji se mi jade no kukumula Na mauliko nya kama dunu matu khofela Mama no amasi do banya we sao Fua me wo ne poma bada batoe Fua me gonla ne poma bada bate manya Fua me na ne poma bada bate Punya motoli khafi melak befuk pemula nama pola moji na bermadi cava wobo Umalona namo krola Utakwenya ba mavako gade le yewosi Utakwenya ba mavako nundudu le yeobola Fua me na ne poma bada batoe Mavako susuba ma jim se mi jade no kukumula ne moliko ya kama du nu ma tu khofa ma no amasi do penya we sao fuwa me wonla ne po ma bada batoe ma va o susuba ma jim se mi jade no kukumuse ne moliko ya kama du nu ma tu khofa ma no amasi do penya we sao fuwa me wonla ne po ma bada batoe fuwa me nala ne po ma bada batoe manya fuwa me na ne po ma bada batoe fuwa me won ne po ma bada batoe manya sewa fuwa me na ne po ma bada batoe fuwa me won la ne po ma bada batoe manya la fuwa me ne po ma bada batoe fuwa me na la ne po ma bada batoe manya
akpo nka nye miaƒe nyɔdzɔdzɔgbalẽ yiwo ke le Ghana katã fia hã mi wo katã ƒe nyatakaka kpɔ ge fliflifli ale be ne ƒo ganyia miakpɔ mɔ ne NDC kple bibitɔwo be woge ɖe dzi alo miaƒe nyanuɖalawo wo ana miase nyawo me ke ade ŋu adze ɖoɖo ame fã le 0242670773 dzi 0242670773 dzi ale be mia awoe ne woa anya kpɔ yo enyadzɔdzɔgbalẽ gbãtɔ yi ke mekpɔ fia enye The Hawk newspaper. The Hawk newspaper. Lenono 248 million Ghana City laptop rip-off. Mekbo Honorable Sam Jata George, Minister of Communication and Digital Innovation for picture lefia. Ke mega bo yapeme parliament the governor tatelefia, and we are seeing ministry scraps tender for sole source deal. Taxpayers pay above shop price for 20,000 coding laptops. Taxpayers pay above shop price for 20,000 coding laptops. That Jiru Domaga Sam Jata George at the Fliaro Tofokbo one Aramayika na Monkpopo America be the Canada computer jam na dop fiabe gaika ojo computer ojama ohoshi au aleko jamono so okuje topo nyalafma The Hawk newspaper lafma you can get that at NHF targets cheap homes for workers. NHF targets cheap homes for workers. So National Housing Fund top nyaha galafia, and they are targeting cheap homes for office workers. We have that here. Jinapo moves to prevent domestic fuel shortages. Jinapo jidru domaga kakpona miapa kadikle momemiopo nyao jibo glomba yo bakwasha bagwajan plus uber amima to come. So we see John Jinapo there. That's another one, trending one. And no more foreign rice. Mahama orders schools to serve local rice. Do maga ike pona mi kata mi ajile Ghana ko plola John Dramani Mama we no tata jeje mafia mi maga beta molo choge acho mi afa sukuvio gbobo no do da moli kada go na sukuvio fia bono duduma yenye local rice. So no more foreign rice. Mahama orders schools to serve local rice. And so I think these are the main stories we have. Okay, stick with us will prevail. Bande urges calm as NDC supporters raise concerns. Okay, Mustafa Bande where no tata jeje mafia grassroots so alo patime to o no ko jibiaro blo lo mo fo Mustafa Bande go glombe You guys wait, stick with us. Mi hoji gbori na mi mio, mi hoji gbori na mi ko. Mi hoji gbori na mi ko mi takpogane uhere share. Mustafa Gbande yema domaga onye le NDC ame. All right, the Daily Searchlight. The Daily Searchlight. Ghana's mpox outbreak infects more than 1,000. Ghana's mpox outbreak infects more than 1,000. 8 dead as Ghana intensifies national health. Ghana's mpox outbreak infects more than 1,000. 8 dead as Ghana intensifies national health. All right. Tami the Daily Searchlight. Alors, domaga que ponamia pour la menseignant oji me akando pono tata pom la fma que docteur akando gboglombe monkeypox ikanya dohla mngware ka chuka so bo ikana da ya pambo mchena kuplanya abokopi radba mene ipanya gbo memile biroko Mustafa du domaga akando gboglombe dolele mu cheche dolele mu kwanya cheche dole ya le amakpere kala Ghana hoho ewo jirua papacha gbajembe la tofoko dolele ya be mega kaka dolo nye do na gocho keso dome alo do gocho keso dome heva furene gbeto. UN chief appalled by attack on Ghanaian peacekeepers. UN chief appalled by attack on Ghanaian peacekeepers. Nyade lek tomo to ton fichi ikanye anyade ko le Ghana soldier yo ke yi de peacekeeping alo o yi ba yo ba levu le jepe ntuome ko nya elefia ke UN to secretary general domaga ikekpona United Nations alo du kote pokuo haboboj ko no tata ma jeje ma fa ke egbogulombe look I'm appalled if you have a virginam to a terragian to any phone one of Ghana view, you can soldier, you can see Tulabo, or Lavu, Manava, Molo, Manamo, or Fukola Molaco, or I war, I all review, and you make a terragian to Manasa proud. All right, Danejima, Avakwe, the Daily Searchlight, a Jagman and Apple. All right. Closer strike cripples public systems. Closer strikes cripples public systems. Do wala yokata assembly me ple du do mo kata ikele du do wopo ya yoko choka gbeke du do we ko na be civil servant so obi jire jiru anchi odashi oko do nwo mo me to mo yigo ke nyajojo gban la gbogbo closer strike cripples public systems. Closer strike cripples public systems. The Daily Searchlight. Front page akboge amoma say danger corporate to unionized workers open no tata majima. All right, pastor arrested in joint cybercrime probe over alleged abuse of minor. Pastor arrested in joint cybercrime probe over alleged abuse of minor. Makbo domaga ikakpona miafa povito mano wumo nyaoji le Ghana so si adi boss abana wata la fia ke obolo software yo ke o sebe elefun jifia fio fo habobore oli akun opo no VG aro de VRSam that pastor arrested in joint cybercrime probe over alleged abuse of minor phone jifia fio yo ko lenchoya kwenya glomola wo software halo do ya VG zoko no zasam GMET initiative steps to address weather conditions and rainfall patterns. GMET initiative steps to address weather conditions and rainfall patterns. Ghana Meteorological Agency tobo bomba yo babasha babajem alawe yo akponka tutu na echimaka jajana roro mu ha na for the yoda please have yanyo madogbano enya domaga ikpona ya mafaka kapanya oje wo glombe yo babasha babaje go nan ke otawo albachina ja roro mu ha tamile toji na mi atawe ko na mi awe. All right, so wenye nyajojo yoke le fia mega Sam George we no tata kwa mafia kokoko ke Well, you may to Sam George more. So that's that. We can go to the next story. The cannery. The cannery. The cannery. BOG's decision to sell some gold reserves was criminally intended. MP. Over Dudope Kenya Futa Gajarufa, where Chachanku over Yojra Ghana, Chicago, Yoka, Ojaro Ghana, okay, Mapo, Chief of Staff Julius Debra urges genuine interpersonal relationships for national unity. All right, Chief of Staff in Dudomaga Panama Hore Dudope, Okata, Chief of Staff Nyalifia no tata Jamafia Gulomba genuine interpersonal relationships. Miano a cachacha malanyata for Mayamiana Agupung Tomatola Lao Nemiano no if you are not a cow none of the cometa Abu to Abu Condomatola Panoya in our to come off a family. Makenya block Domagaka Konama Horeji Dudu. Chief of Staff, Chief Debra. Our People's Forum exposed NDC's broken pledges on affordable power. People's Forum exposes NDC's broken pledges on affordable power. Banao nya jojo kike triawu kata ko dare o babanto ji kata nyewe amo fufu le takpe harem albo kum o kan la ko la o de jidudu agome ngbe yo kata nye ngbe yo ke odo yo ko o ma wojio e kana be jo gachichi na mi la Ghana kata o de o gomo de jidudu agome the cannery na beji. Right, freight forwarders back them at ports 24-hour trade. Freight forwarders back them at ports 24-hour trade. All right, Godfred Inyalafia, Godfred Mauli Tete, Godfred Mauli Tete, you can dollar magana kale amioke le undodo le betadu koma kple muƒeƒe tso betadu koma to melio dzi yo meli sichacha meli mesichala o yo ke tsɔna ŋuwo tso gbegadzi akɔva meli dzeƒea gbɔgblɔm be aleke dziɖo dɔwɔƒe wòɖoɖo fia be amewo na wo dɔ zã kple ke le ame ɖeka na wo dɔ ŋdi dɔ fie ƒe wɔna yi ke dze gɔme le meli dzeƒea enye dzidzɔ na yewo ale gbegbe kpekpe ɖe yɔ meli mesichala Agric Minister invites Chinese investors to join Ghana's agri transformation drive. Eric Opoku Pom Afia, Eric Opoku is Minister of Agric, and Eric Opoku, Minister invites investors to join Ghana's agri transformation drive. All right, Eric Opoku Boglombe, Jiru Tamsusu ko be wo totro Ghana le nyafa gbede nyaunchi na be ye ikakata kwengogodo ba mesha meke nwa dan to nku adan to tiole bo wa choko pere mi acha lo be nyafa gbede nyakle ko chocho na kakatari le dukoma bo ba fa opoku egbonya. All right, the overseer Honorable Dr. Agnes Na Momo Latte to address the 70th session of the Commission on the Status of Women. Honorable Dr. Agnes Na Momo Latte to address the 70th session of the Commission on the Status of Women. Honorable Momo Latte refia ike o kwesebe ejebe alo ye mfoge na nyongo amfoge cho nyongo kata the status of women nyongo kata dofa le dunyame wa wanarejiga. Honorable Dr. Agnes Momo Latte honorable tatama jana gba tadera le dushime ke le miamagojia Ghana Titans Diamond Export Controls and Kimberley Review. Ghana Titans Diamond Export Controls of Kimberley Review. atoma kpe xɔ shiri aɖe yi ke nye enuva yi ke va shika le ŋgɔ ne shika yi ke wona be diamond wonyae gbɔgblɔm be fifia dziɖɔ mega shi ɖe ge be kpexɔshi ya kpexɔshi ɣitɔ keke tso na mi ƒe to me ɔno lɔn le Ghana tsɔ gbeta dukɔ me yim kado megadzi ge komo. All right, still on the overseer, Finance Minister directs ban on 9 land transit of selected goods to protect revenue. So Finance Minister is here. Finance Minister Elefia and Finance Minister Edebegwe Agbeado Nanolia Omoga wo choga koto miape border ojiazon minyama majokana puganyita no toji le Ewenyigba TV friend di onome ni ke tutu blon Finance Minister le bagbaro mo ka miape edioji to ga be segbe nive apla border ga bit yo mo pogo bagbaro ga de na komu. Finance Minister directs ban on 9 land transit of selected goods to protect revenue. Smuggle shi chacha kwa gbaro ko chocho pon we ko gege ga to come e na number joga ko jibo vana jiruma fa mo e fe nyai. Finance Minister Dr. Kasela to force in tata jijima fima banning 9 goods. We'll go into all those details when it's 8 o'clock, so just be there. PBC and NACOFA forged strategic partnership to strengthen Ghana's cocoa sector. Produce buying company jirupa do ke shin selebo le cocoa choko le dalagbo ble NACOFA ya majisho owe ponya le fia ube o le kachacha ma plus ube cocoa fragble de declare chacha na atofo le dukome. All right, so we have more here. Global CEO Sami Jemfi reaffirms Ghana's commitment to conflict-free diamond trade at KPC's review opening. Any agbome banemela, agbom banehal mobu. Over CEO Dobagana go bojupa dobe kepana koko pashichacha. Shikapa shichacha le Ghana kata glogo do cheka Sami Jemfi boglomba yobagwaje go yopo diamond kpexɔshi toma kpexɔshi ɣi yi ke xɔshi kpɔkata le tume ƒe shichacha nanodzi declare mele alo masomasomanomi. Our Chief of Staff urges Ghanaians to build strong, sincere relationships for national unity. Megakpo Julius Debra ke dudome ke xɔme da judo kata me ke ha fɔ no kpɔnɔ ƒe dedienɔnɔ le fia ego gblɔm be aɖuko nu dometɔ le vovo ƒe gbenɔnɔ ya ena be ɖeka me dukɔ me nɔ mɔ. All right, Ewenyigba TV for նդI WƆNA enye ya Jim Tony Magwenya mi aklom +233 2426707773 nye number ke na tanza ko check akwa claim nya de o li na kpo be nya jojo alo nya takaka re vai chuchu le she bia na mi kapa we find it +233 2426707773 is the number to use. Daybreak nya jojo gbanle Daybreak Ni Ade appointed AU ambassador for Agenda 2063. Ni Ade where no tata jeje mafia Ni Ade where no tata jeje mafia over Ni Ade jiru cha bo nye jiru tepo nola le Africa duko tepo where Takbehama Ni Ade appointed AU ambassador for Agenda 2063. So Agenda 2063 ke du corporal konchong ke Tanzania nchokonyai ke ochian Ni Ade ba onye Ghana where amadodo ide Africa du kote wo fu habo mo de agenda yata ale ko truga Africa du ko kata glugudo onye du ko kenye du ko khoshi achon du ko kasino du ko abika kata glugudo na bacha shiklim fanyai 5 dead, others injured in Beniyiri clash. Mekwa Alhaji Mubarak Mohammed Lafia Alhaji Mubarak Mohammed Muntaka wano tata jeje mafia Alhaji Mubarak Mohammed Muntaka Kenya jiru domaga ke kona covid ko don na jila Ghana ego glombe Beniyiri Albenri Beniri, Yobajin Tomopo Fiao for Nyao, Fianya, Hunyaka Jimle, Jobauji, Fanyagon, America, Omaton, Ye Don, Cho Fiap Nyayom. All right. Any rapture at VP's corner? Any rapture at VP's corner? Mikpo Vice President Professor na Jane Okokwa Ajima no tata yama jemi akpo awenye nya jojo gan talk the daybreak for no for newspaper jebe any rapture at VP's corner. Well, we are not sure what you mean by rapture, so we'll skip that one. All right. ICOMS claims retract apologize. Ghana Link Star Oil. ICOMS claims retract apologize. Ghana Links tells Star Oil. Okay, Ghana Link to go Star Oil to be rekukure nya jojore yeke ocho dare dua jaike podio ponko nebe asa goma na maji daybreak. All right. The archives. Interest-free Volta Youth Development Fund launched. Minister pledges 10% of monthly salary. Isiedu donates 500,000. Now Jojo ike jole miapre amuganto mafia le polia mafia pecho auditorium la Whole Technical University ike po nya mi blodongo ba ofuga kevi gare na sohio ba susube wova alebe a odoga le jirugbo chok bereng manomi alo chokpi manomi alo interest manomo fiaba na wado million alo fareka na cho million fareka be la bodo ko na so yon chipa nyaji mafia interest free Volta Youth Development Fund launched. Minister be ya yo pa o le achoga cho ga kevi ama ya yo pa yo fotu akpa o le ajagere kevi ama yen tokra ga 20,000 choga ko pereng. Albert Siedu in Ketia General Mosquito has donated 500,000 Ghana cedis. National chairman NDC Kataglo do Akbana, General Mosquito, you do good. Evoa, Stoneboy, over Stoneboy have a gallon 100,000, McDown have a gallon 200,000. Let me put 1 million for Nyegbona. All right, mother flogs 12-year-old daughter over sale of plantain without her approval. Mother flogs 12-year-old daughter over sale of plantain without her approval. Non biaro jime madro ejejen le gbana o tadera ngejo. Eva jira dada o ablajo ovo medo do madowe ina be vino fo vio jimo dro le gbegbe. All right, another SIM registration wahala is coming after former minister's shoddy work. Sam Jata George, one of the time I feel over 50 years ago, Petroga no flame. Arabo nko nyapa SIM number yo zame mi le cho koloma pebi ma mi cho dan me fofu no ma fi mi usami anko ikenye card VVV mo kachia mo pe sim card mi cho una de funo yo domati una hello bloma mi aka no filmazon alawe mi agwa honko ye now alawe jiru hoko po domaga esla pe nya gbom la jama esla mo do nyara kekongo ta Sam Jata George be ya ye gbona ogo nyo ni manyami gbere sima ngade olo ni manyami ke obagbere maybe na politicians over am be your question ya nke gbele le do ke esla wonchi ke de nkatutu tue Sam George gbona ogo fo woni ni ejiru akasasa gana do he afmi ga ototo gbona ogo afmi sim registration one. I don't know about that. Nyamago blomba gbona ronyo enyakobiamale. Nyakobiame Sam George be ye gbona ogo nyo yema Sam George. All right. Bole Bambo MP breaks ground for major projects at Bole Senior High School. Oh, member of parliament na Bole Bambo le Jugbaoji idakpono le doji oga sukwaro to my family to commissioning all the way. This government is doing a lot of commissionings. All right, Anyako Seva finally get clean water after 20-year wait. Anyako server finally get clean water after 20 years. Hey, Agbanea, the archives are you people focus on voter origin, good, eh? All right, Banea, name if you come me give me ajeshi I make a banana long to me from Tomafia. All right, Anyako server finally gets clean water after 20 years. Anyako server to Penya Galifia, Chino no Varo Bo, each achanchine, Apo Gani. Da pata pata pata. The spider. OMC's ICOM's trade blows over looming fuel shortages here. President Mahama and Asiedun Ketia accused of betraying loyal food soldiers. President Mahama and Asiedun Ketia accused of betraying loyal food soldiers. Nakbogana o teaching akpakpobanya jojo gangla ya jai kalafia le spider nyewo du kokola Mahama le party akwe shimonola Asiedun Ketia wo tro wo party mevio ameokenye food soldiers alo ameblo ame yo kenya kodala yo kele utome wo we le grand boys o to makabanto o tro vrata boys o to ala ngba yo do na mo rekano. All right, Ghana's government industry set for massive growth under 24-hour economy. Expert edge government action. Ghana's government industry set for massive growth under 24-hour economy. We see expert edges government 24-hour economy. Right. Ghana records 1,038 MPOS cases, 8 deaths. Government covers all medical bills. MPOS. Because so what dollar are they? None of them much not planya. Evaze dovas ubatola. Me ba ko chobo nyajima fia. Obo mi gare kese mi gare for fun pen lao. All right, police arrest 10 in major Tema industrial raid. ECG cable theft syndicate busted. Okay, Americano Carido Papa Cadio Yokono Kahanami Kayoko Najo Kadiko Nami Filau like the one Toma Olo Maga Siadi boss for no Tatak Mafia. All right, we go to the big papers, 2-3 of them. The Daily Graphic, Mamopomne MPP plan this ba ogarejine ta na MPP tonya garejine ko alo ndisi tonya baro ko ro garejine jiraka alaba mi ajo wona me alaba yi melio. Daily Graphic government bans 9 land transit goods. 155 granted Ghanaian citizenship. DDEP put pressure on banks balance sheets. All right, so never the Daily Graphic has big stories. The government bans 9 transit goods in your main story afia. Me gagara nyamama na mi do mi apanya jojo ma jojo paji tana no toje jidudu atwa fokpo agba ma shekare chocho we Ghana do call mi kata onya agba onya bakao susu kata fi jiru afokpotum agba yo chocho we bochu to monyu tojo alanye smugglish o bomo acho boma ashikere acho kufutu anyigba ato border Ghana to come. That is a story we're going to be discussing very soon. Daily Graphic front page. 155 granted Ghanaian citizenship. Ona am alofa de kakbra ton wo ton kasi di gban bonya Ghana view to me fi gban asosi. All right, DDP put pressure on banks. BOG governor Esiama Kono Tata Jejem Afia, Esiama Johnson, Esiama Goglomba domestic debt exchange program. You can your haircut or guy for your kajiru do cho do my vionchi or you walk in or bo matago tano na yanka garo ko boka pa tomak bobo ka pa blabo magbato yepa nyama ko ma o blangle kajaro fo video ko ponchi alawe. Ghana reaffirms commitment to conflict-free diamond trade. Okay, we still have that there. Okay, all right. Daily Graphic Nigeria. All right, Daily Guide quickly. Gold diversification, not loss of national assets. BOG governor. If you don't get a gem like Daily Graphic, Daily Guide per Mano, Takbanto Jeffia, Peter Kobo, gold diversification, not loss of national assets. BOG governor. Right. So, ayika shikayo kele Ghana per maker, Ocho, the Dra, Berto, Ghana, Vatomo, Amanyang Bablo, yo. BOG governor said that young innovators speech at change makers challenge. All right, so Viaro over amoyokonya Ghana lobo na ga ko pada move okokore duang. And it says kala AG hits or say asibe with 7 more charges. Your National Service Authority talk where finyaike ijia asibe kulito boga to charge on mandaron government. Gift your warrior opposes witness list order. So gift your warrior cotton fishy bana ota de lefia 5 arrested over Liberian man lynching. Owamo matonro yoko Liberian chuare ko bubanyang beblora. Pastor defiles 13-year-old church member. Olo so for edo nyonvi ko ko wi tonko boji. Richard Agwasuga ikanya nyanyangala cho NPP kwa dunya kama elebonya la majiji mo badaga fiami alabe mia achuche nyao me chomya pon toma kaka ayi Ghana kata eve agbalamo valley mia we pirako minchireka mahodomo chucho. The Dispatch NDC's 2028 flag bearer slot who wins Makbo for sanana jenopoko ajima pono watatafia Makbo Jones makepari Kenya Julius Debra Makbo ato Forsen bale asiedun ketia afi Makbo pari akai manyonko oba onyame okele tikita yo gbagba jembo yozu tukokwa na Ghana dukona na John Dramani mama ponka kede mekeji abuge well we don't know genuine interpersonal relationship for unity. We still have that. Our democracy has endured because we learn to compete without destroying Mahama. Ke dukopola kono tata jama fe barama breso so mina so e duklo wona ke jim la Ghana ko pone mi anchal wala be nemia huklim ha mi magblam ya ko domo. Ghana will remain a model of democracy in Africa. Dukopola John Dramani mamba from Ghana anya poden Africa ko shiai le democracy the last one, quick one, 30 seconds. Chronicle, BOG rolls out another robust strategy. Gift Owari files another application seeking to stay proceedings until the domestic securities and foreign reserves assets to be reinvested upon maturity. So BOG rolls out another robust strategy. We don't know what the strategy is, so you go look for the Chronicle. And 1 for 5 diaspora Africans granted citizenship. Miato bito kawazo mapopolo America to come at Plehika Kaglodo. Owe jijime viaro o ma lo fara kabla ton obubo wo Ghana viwe. Ma ple Chronicle maunya pipi kopo yo nya katata, which is usually a satire. Proverbs 21 verse 5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit. Full stop. Mahodon chucho no trova nya irengo. Tony Magbo enya mi aplom. Nya makoko banto le bonye. Magakashi o TV amo. Magbo na fifilai. Fuwa mae nekpo ma bada batoy. Fuwa me gonla nekpo ma bada batwe manya. Fuwa me na nekpo ma bada batwe. Fuwa me gon nekpo ma bada batwe manya. Fuwa me na nekpo ma bada batwe. Punya motole khafi melagba fukba mula na makbola moji na bamadi chava obo omalona namo de otakwenya ba mavajo gadele yegosi otakwenya ba mavajo nundudula yeobola. Fuwa mego nekpo ma bada batoye. Mava osusuba maji se mi jade no kukumula.
na mauliko ya kama dunu matu khofela memano amasi do penyawe sao fuwa mewo nek poma bada batoe fuwa mewo la nek poma bada batoe menya fuwa mena nek poma bada batoe punya motoli khafi melak befuk bermulia nama bola moji na bermadi cava wobo omalona namo krola utakwenya ba mavako gadele yewosi utakwenya ba mavako nundudule yewobola fuwa mena nek poma bada batoe mava osusuba ma jimze mi jade no kukumula na moliko ya kama dunu matu khofa memano amasi do penyawe sao fuwa mewonla nek poma bada batoe mava osusuba ma jimze mi jade no kukumuse na mauliko ya kama dunu matu khofa memano amasi do penyawe sao fuwa mewonla nek poma bada batoe fuwa menala nek poma bada batoe menya fuwa mena nek poma bada batoe fuwa mewo nek poma bada batoe menya sewa fuwa mena nek poma bada batoe fuwa mewo la nek poma bada batoe menya la fuwa me nek poma bada batoe fuwa mena la nek poma bada batoe menya abla fuwa me nek poma bada batoe fuwa mewonla nek poma bada batoe menya fuwa mena nek poma bada batoe fuwa mewon nek poma bada batoe menya la fuwa mena nek poma bada batoe punya motoli khafi melak befuk bermula nama bola moji na bermadi cava wobo omalona namo de utakwenya ba mavako gadele yewosi utakwenya ba mavako nundudule yewobola fuwa mewo nek poma bada batoe mava osusuba ma jise mi jade no kukumula na mauliko ya kama dunu matu khofela memano amasi do penyawe sao fuwa mewo nek poma bada batoe fuwa mewonla nekpo ma bada batwe menye fuwa mena nekpo ma bada batwe punya motoli khafi melaba fukba mulai nama pola moji naba madi chava wobo o malona namo krola o to kwenya ba ma va jogada le yewosi o to kwenya ba ma va honundu le yobola fuwa mena nekpo ma bada batoe ma va osusu ba ma jimze mi jade no kukumula na moliko ya kama dunu ma tu khofa ma mano amasi do penyawe sao fuwa me wonla nekpo ma bada batoe ma va osusu ba ma jimze mi jade no kukumuse na moliko ya kama dunu ma tu khofa mama no amasi do penyawe sao fuwa me wonla nekpo ma bada batoe fuwa me nala nekpo ma bada batoe manya fuwa me na nekpo ma bada batoe fuwa me won nekpo ma bada batoe manya sewa fuwa me na nekpo ma bada batoe fuwa me won la nekpo ma bada batoe manya la fuwa me nekpo ma bada batoe fuwa me na la nekpo ma bada batoe manya abla fuwa me nekpo ma bada batoe fuwa me wonla nekpo ma bada batoe manya
Demi apa nyasalo kata liki kam kata gua tu be mi la de kau maplim le mi apa pen bati pen di wona ji ke gam sumnya kena jojo majujo ma honorable Richard akbasuka ikanya mi apa Northton constituency agbonu bladeka ike danyam ne MPP le nyapa muganto makata ike gbagba jambe yaudo akpere MPP anchi le mtumame le omora kavarunchi enyenya mapope manami nya dongo ba nyare jojo me pontome na va south ton chola gbakopo ya kujo juare jo Jerry agbachi ike nye amanjola alo miachokwa blafo bodyguard no gbagba jambe ya jo efia ke domo le ikenya tobia gba na lia nchi odefia wi gbaji he gbo alo ajomani foma ikenya abafiao wo chachi tere edufia ronchi agbakope po zipito onye tobia gba hao ikenya agbapoma gaka tobia gba ton ya fu pebla ne vonyi soanye avai ke yobo levia ado ejijia ashi ta markmo va nonyi ike anyefia pebla ne vonyi son afi ku vajo ku ike jonye ajomani tobia ajomani ike nye zikito ganye abafia ike double na alo act na alo wɔna do abe du fia ne eku ke ƒe dzimi ame mi le ƒe ŋkeke blaeve de agbe wo ɖi ge ke le kɔnu adi wo ɖi fia afi woaɖo fia ye alo alame de xɔ afi aɖo fia ye ta agba ƒometɔ wo agreement alo gɔme sese aɖe nɔ yewo dome ema ma to be naneke menɔ gbalẽ dzi o hã gɔme sese nɔ yewo dome be agba kɔƒea agba ƒome wowoe nye fiahawo gake yonye be ame yi ke wobe nɔ le aɖo fia esi ta ava fia ne wòdɔ abe du fia ene ke amewo ku ame tɔgbuitɔgbuiwo ku nuteƒekpɔlawo ku egbea eva hiã be yewoaxɔ yewo ƒe nu yi ke nye yewo tɔ ta wolé efia tso agba ƒe akpa dzi yi ke in private life alo le gbe sia gbe ƒe agbenɔ mea nye me hope agba ke hope agba yi ke wodze be wònye fiafia wodi xɔ wodze be woɖi ɖe gu tsɔ va yi wònye wɔna yi ke nye dzidzɔ wɔna ko kpata eku va dzɔ elabe dzɔna agbati ke ƒe nɔnɔmetata mi kpɔ va yi nukpɔlɔ ne ame aɖe be yealé ŋku ɖe nɔnɔmea ŋua atahe vevesese nɛ ta ɖeko mi ɖe ge flu ko nanya be ne kpɔe ata ɖo ŋku nanewo dzi na ta hafi nalé ŋku ɖe nɔnɔmetata ŋua nanewo ŋdzɔ nane ɖokuiwo me wode tu agbati dze eve gake atukpa mewui o woƒu du kplɔe ɖo alebe wova dzẽ le mɔ vovovo ŋu ele adewu me eku ta wotsoe tso agbakɔƒe kɔe kpovitɔwo ƒe dɔwɔƒea kpovitɔwo va kpɔe hetsoe hafi wotsɔe yi ɖe amedzraɖoƒe le akatsi nyama nye ŋugbleku yi ke yi dzi ta kpovitɔwo kple gbadagbawo lɔ kɔ ɖe agbakɔƒe tsɔ ke Victoria Dzeklo yi ke nye district chief executive hã na mienya be yewo ta set meeting kpata be yewoanya afɔka ɖe gbe la ke efia ye ke ɖom wole tso agba ƒe akpa dzi be nye agbedzi na le gbegbe nye nyagbãtɔ yi ke me mi dzi be miadzo honorable Richard Agbesuke woe zɔ.
Tony, awoe xɔ le oyava la dzi afi ma bele nya mama do gbe ne mienu kpɔ la fi ne nya se la eye ɖe sia ɖe aviale me ne wɔ eye ɖe sia ɖe te manɔ afɔɖo afɔtana be wo lana Ewenyigba TV woasi ayi ŋgɔ ale woawɔ le woakaka Ewenyigba TV wo ŋkɔ kple wo dɔwɔnawo ne ame mamlɛawo akeke ʋua yi dukɔ vovovowo me ve ma ko mianɔ dzi ve ma ko Ewenyigba TV ava as one of the biggest media house le dukɔ me miato dzi akɔ dzra miaƒe ʋe dukɔwo miaʋe gbe ŋutɔŋutɔ woade teƒeteƒewo ne miata recognize abe egbega ŋutɔ ɖeka le Ghana anyigba godo me nene apele ŋuti ebi dekɔnu nya ke gblɔ ke bi ye sebe do we ke de gbɔvɔ ye nyɔ ye baba dzɔ ye gake miato adzra miaƒe dekɔnuwo ana dukɔ mamlɛawo kple Ghana du sɔsɔsɔ yewo susɔ hã wo anya be ʋe kɔnu gbe ʋe gbenike ne va ne le ʋe diwo di wo le Ghana nike dekɔnu ye le votary vovovo nike ta no kpele mi ŋuti ye miawo miado alo Ewenyigba TV ne wakeke ta Rozu station wo gbãtɔ ɖeka ne mi.
Amen. Amen. Eyo enya ikpe nye mblanị nya ye nye nya gbãtɔ kele mia gbɔ abe leke nye kplo mi nɔ gblɔm esia ye ne dumenyo mesɔ akpɔ o edze miadze nyawo gbɔgblɔ tso nya ke dze le miɔtɔ miaƒe aƒe megbe o ma menya be tu ɖiɖim o efia mi le fia tukpe ga ɖiɖim le miaƒe amugãtɔ ame aɖe menya o le ʋu me va yina o ɖo ʋu va yina ko adzɔtsui ta mi dzi miadze gɔme tso agbakɔƒe is in the news.
Tony nublanị nya pa yo nyo be nya fɔm ndie alo tsɔ wa se be etubi le tɔŋunyigba dzi tɔŋunyigba kɔnyuie ɖeka ye le miesi nye tomefafa ne tsa godo tɔŋuwo be ke etɔsisi etɔnya le xoxoa alakɔ be alakɔ tɔŋu me le gama kokoko ye ne te le amewo le gama ŋuti ne bie tɔŋuviwo le gbetagbetawo nya tomefafa nya wo gbɔna be wotome wo fa wowɔ dɔ sesẽ wotome fa medie tukaɖa fu o ta kuba me fie bi edole bi le totrom le miaƒe dekɔnu alo gbɔ alo miafɔ ɖeɖe alo gbɔ nu kae ma nyo be nu ye dzɔ akpaviwo woate ŋu anɔ anyi agble ase gɔmɔ ake fie nyawo wobe ne menye dzitɔwi mate le fie zikpui ŋuti o gake ma hã me fie mianɔ mianɔewo wu mɔ ne danku ɖe le tɔŋ nyigba dzi godo fia ako be efie nyawo fa le miame veveve tɔŋu dzɔalawo le fi le mi nu ƒoma efie gãtɔ hã mele wo si o last week Saturday nyɔhi last week ekume se be kpe le news be agavɔtɔ kawo ɖo wo fie gã wonye regional minister kame ƒe kpalɔwo kura hã woyi wova yi do dzudzɔ le ŋuti nye dzidzɔ nya ko woŋu afɔ ake alo ŋkeke kpe megbe ko etu ya va bi le teƒe ma wo akpa ɖewo yi vɔvɔli nya wònɔ kple nugani nya wònɔ ne míɔ abe tɔŋuviwo nene gãtɔ ado baba na ame yi ge wo ƒomewo be ma wole dzi womegakɔ esiedewo hã si be yewo hã ƒoƒoƒo yewo hã yewoa retaliate o because kene wova le la eva ma la akpa tu fashion so yo ta míaƒo dzi na wo be na wole dzi womegakɔ esiedewo si o enya ge le kpovitɔ asi ƒome ƒoƒa míakɔ dzideƒe ma na wo be wole awɔ dɔ wo nyuietɔ yame yiwo ɖe afɔ ma wo la woakplɔ wo kple se gake la efie habɔbɔwo la enunɔla le wo si yene gayi ƒome me hã efietɔwo li esema efietɔwo li wo nye fietɔwo eta abiale gbe nene ebe kokoko la ame ye woɖo fie kaƒo le nyakɔ ve la eka le ƒomie me gake ne fie zikpe nya buta xoxoa fashions la va me dzɔdzɔ la gala me se ame ʋeʋe bi hã ya gbe numa ye na ta aƒe be ne edzɔ nenema ƒomie kplikplikpli la ƒomesi wowoe ana anyi atie akametiwo wowoe awɔ investigation akɔla be kawo dze wa lɔ aɖo ebe ka ame ye wo le fie ɖuɖu fie kaƒe wa be ŋgɔ masemase be baba mo wi be kala dzi kokoko bi hã ƒomie me ko nɔ gake ɖɔ li enu ɖeka eve tɔ̃ le yo amamlewo mese gɔme na wo nɔewo ye ko tsɔ nya eve gake ye bie se nye be due diligence ka ye zikpuitɔwo wɔ ƒometɔwo wɔ security measures ka wo put in place o hafi consultations ka wo wɔ hafi ɖafɔ be yaɖo fie ye o because ne nya tie committee ho ye ɖɔ le nugɔ masemase wɔ dɔ le gama ho wɔ dɔ le gama ye akabe tsitsina tsi ya ɖo wɔ fia ele be ya dzadza ɖo me be masemase la ma dzɔ ke dzadza ɖo kawo ye mi wɔ le mi ɖo mi be ne masemase ma wo dzɔ nya tɔ te nu menye kokoko bi mi hã mi ayikɔ etukui yi o abiale mi nɔ anyi dasi atame alo mi buli na zambi o na neke ma te ma dzɔ hafi do gbɔgbɔ eva dzɔ fia hafi ba la tete le dissect meeting be wa organize dissect meeting enu bla wo ele be wa no proactive wa te mo awo security measures o kake nya mi no mo awo ma nya fa de kon godzila le efie do nya yo mo la ono do kue ono o ma bi ma to le me no lo me o na neke ma te mo adzo amle kama te mo awo na neko to mi atoti ele mi atro mi after security very paramount pa na last evi hafina for the day why dey ma kale ji be edoli because akobe nya ma to fie ba ni mi ha mi de fi fie ba ha e fie ganya ele to mi fie ko gbogbo ni ke ma te nya do fie nya do ba ha le ko fie mi le bo ese gwa ma ta jaja do alo le o le bi wa wo adeto ife ke no do ale menye fie to do do we ko enya olo edu ma fie o fofo ni la pa do because ba nya ga etu pe me fie mo amo ya fie me ye ni ki ma fie o enya etu nya bi ko ke ke jesi ye ye do bo fo to ala be le gbe no do la me le ba do ba ye kwa ha no ba o ofui eta ni bi security measures ka o ko dala eguma investigations ka o do bi ka o de jesi be o awo ani gafa ya to wa ila ma ba de ho alo to beti tia ya ma la ma do wa Take ma wo de be nya dele profito asiko ma. Wo wura investigation. Wura wo ko. Akoma to no akwenemi. Kaka going forward day. Ele be ne mi afie to wura wa to ope dede no se pa tonto. Omo ga ko blema mon to e bi ka do fie kokoko yi. E ko mu to akọ anodo fie no mota yi mo fie la mo bi gede ba. Ese go ba. Ameyo vai wo da afọ e fie la ya. Wo ha no o twa des o de ku bi o ma to esemo no. Akana do bi ato esemo no kra. What why you cut ka ko injunction ali e fie do oji. Ele nya bese ma. Aha. Tamanye wo ha ole bi no ha kwa bi no. If afọ ye de gami ye di. Menye enugoma se ma se ko nya akọ vai. Na de bi to emo wo nwe to no. Yi court kra ha. Vai ho injunction. Ba ko lifie efie zikuyeji. Ba ko lifie gudu oji process eji. Court la ta le injunction eji. No awo. Kobna va be o. Emo enu mi to ko le fie do mi. Ni mo to mo wo nwe to no. Eta milala. Ne mi akọ ngoma. Ne mi drop wo. Na to me fafa va le mi ko kwasele ntile nya do fie. Kaka wo ha mo ko ese de wo ha ko se de do kwesi. Vai ko tu vai ko yi. We vai down of you la ko. Afo ko me de kama ye mi tu. You can not have a to down la. O su sunye be awo. Ama ba jebi ni wa do fie o. E ye o jebi ni ya do fie. Kana wo baba do fie ye wo ama ye o le to me pi o for de be ka la nti wa to. Be ka o be ka we la so bo. Because e fie la e hie na mo le do ko nti.
Honorable Magwana, nyama chunya wo mahodon hwehwe biara mtroba nya yi tatora fama.
Which can life be this? Which can life be this? Oh, hey, jealousy, oh, so jealousy every day, everywhere jealousy. Hey, mon Dieu, comme ça va, mon Dieu, comme ça va. Way they talk for mouth, it depend them. They say so jealousy. We dey walk out for street, it depend them. Everything you do, I say so jealousy. Hey, see, they go they pretend say they love you. They go they call for mouth, they sweet they call. I say. They go they smile for front, they say they love you. Hey, they go they spoil for back, they say they love you. Hey, jealousy, oh, everywhere. Jealousy, oh, everywhere. Mon Dieu, mon Dieu, quand ça vaut, mon Dieu, ah, mon Dieu, quand ça vaut, mon Dieu.
Yeah, they look at
this right way they see, so
you know I'm here music.
You know me like they said the day before. Because of jealousy, oh. Brother is killing brother because of money. I say jealousy, oh. Because of jealousy, brother no they trust brother again. Hey, this love where you see so, my brother, love no day again. Hey, brother no go trust him brother. Sister no go fit trust his sister. Everything jealousy. Which can life be this so? I'm an aquaba mene. Aqua woto menya wone upa for jojo kujamule. Nuka baba menya wanya ya. Hey, Dadavie, the kawa womega value. Bofobile the fulfill. Dadavie. Which can life be this? Which can life be this? Oh, hey, Jealousy, jealousy, oh. So jealousy every day, everywhere jealousy. Hey. Mon Dieu, comme ça va, mon Dieu, mon Dieu, comme ça va, mon Dieu. See, this food where you chop for mouth, it depend them, because it's so jealousy. We dey walk out for street, it depend them. Everything you do, I say so jealousy. Hey, see, they go they pretend say they love you. They go they call for mouth, they sweet they call you. I say, they go they smile for front, they say they love you. Hey, they go they spoil for back, they say they love you. Hey. Jealousy, 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 oh, everywhere. Jealousy, 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 oh, everywhere. Mon Dieu, quand on s'en mon Dieu, ah, mon Dieu. Comme ça faut, mon Dieu. It's like way they see so. You know, be like they said the day before. Because of jealousy, oh. Brother is killing brother because of money. I say, jealousy, oh. Because of jealousy, brother, no they trust brother again. Hey, this love where you see so, my brother, love no day again. Hey, brother no go trust him brother. Sister no go fit trust his sister. Everything jealousy.
Yo, mi apun pola mi do ta face gana de do ma chuchu Mike mi wa khota mi apa am ko kwere kachi magbe ta je mi ani mon popo bova likam chome inya no ere nyodu shime yo my try richie majimana wo nyanchi na mi
adale ma no problem na diligence intelligence ka district assembly to have people dissect intelligence ka wa how people before we were pick intelligence elebene efieto wala we wa olebene wanda wa bana no anya be activities here or we undertake the constituency anyiki or district government anyiki do be the regional dissect into hala or security personnel so hala elebene pick up intel so le anya be na LGG le gaba okay and then the normal process may be efieto to how olebene no tell dissect anything no one now agbana be afoya the guy yinki. Then you all are any security and one now security. One any protection, one now protection. Kake, brother, one how much that former. No that former here, dissect me provide security now. Have you and your way elevate no abananya. Aside that, dissect have elevate how na rexec. When you be okay fine energy because if I'm about to inke buta. New way and now region allo constituency may develop now. Because if our be careful, cut to move fast melegamon. Attention will be shifted from some other aspects towards security aspects. Which will call Havana constituency or district. In short, investigation, no briefly do review, review. Then you lead to this casualty here. When I'm a shimmer to one family. Central Tom, South Tom, again, no. If you're taller, wow, Olebino, I may call as you don't know, as if like a pro, which I am very, very, very optimistic as in a pro. No, don't do my mleo. What part they get if you do la banya a quick to now you. If you a Ghana. If you have a bond to have SLOC, regional house of chief like here. Now I'm a follow the baby when you're near. de la court I call injunction ava call li e fie dodo processes e di ye me nya be e do te bagado e do te bagado fie me no ko mo gura dem na be nyam nyam pato ma no ba pa du me fi la for over 10 years me fie gambuta e nya la court fie amalo be yo do de ama be do de ama ba fie du lan to akpado ama sa be do fie kana akpado ka ba ko ye me no la e ke injunction da o fie oji e ta we are speaking na fie la kamala Bapa if you come along, if you want necessary, if you mammy only, Molly run yet and strong at home do my mail. And I getting as the yardstick after I punish the perpetrators of this fraud, criminal act. I may all that work, and I punish you. Young may all that for you and told. No, valid day to Fabila. Wow, that is the way beyond 90 at your few.
Now, hold on, Honorable Madame. And my Jibamia Dashi, the security side of the whole thing. I'm more Noga peek into her. They have a lot of discretion as to how they should do their things. In bombing and everybody, faction, Ajomani, Onya if you have Ajomani, Bele Agba, Novione, Agba Oji. Ajomani oji prero alba ajomani oba wo ne be my bodyguard be my fighter nye avafia na ke ngogwe via ya na nye dufia ta agbaha onye ajomani anye agbaha oku ogbabe mo ya no go le reviko le yasijo alaba yo fufu kwa roto bi kwa circumstances surrounding epo kwa manya self. If you want to talk on your lunch, if you for 48 good years. Don't know vote, Ajomani, how hold do fear door. If you want you for sure, don't you would do a like a Agbahao, but when I prefer you throw Agufia, oh, you caught, oh, stages, Mokata, oh, rolling a trouble, Agbahao in your fear. That war would you want your fear, Nina explanation, come on, don't go. That Nika John Fiamber, oh, if you are over. Ke American Germany o nyebo onya bafia o tawo tuloji ekwe akagbahao for so many years o mo ka nyefia hawo tawo do kibe bodyguard o kubla ngore ko onye gbogbo mamu tumi o ka se tula o detu o ba lo meke o ko se bo onya srafo ga ko gbogbo zam leke kuma bi enya lenya tamajibe mia out no within that contest na mia potari na mia azoranko
toni ekwa nyela munye bi Efienya Gapa. Yeah, I don't know the details of Efienya. They might even details too much how. Can we learn how be? Efie Bula Pumalo, many rotation, I rotate now. Because Casino Nona Amaro, I Belen, Ujamana, Uranya, Assassin, Assassin, Abafie, Amelania, or Efie Toniki, you like your Abafie, Alibi. So because blamala FMA yapa. Mata wa fieli. Ye like because no fie na tunya yi honi na shapa kwa. Ile no de jinima. Mata le no wa fie wa ledu. E ta kele ma wo keto ogbani ma ko heve. Yo nya ogbanu na wi. To ya ba. Ko a to ma so be. Because FSZ na FSZ ya no le. Na be nya wo le ba ito amebe be jeo. Ba dale si ka ha. E si ata nya ya. Esenaboma. Eta me fashion le ma le wi. No ma da magbedo ngobi. Ele be efie to o wo le bi wa manye. No wo do mi. Na de komu ye ne de komu ni. Wa wo le ji. No ba ko ni okay fine. Ameye ti fie ko me ama wo si. Ko ma ga nya ka kwa ma le ke aga pa do fie hu. Yo ba ko de ma bi okay fine. Ti fie ga ko de ma bi ko mi abudu la ta ho bi. Ko me la ama vola osi. Na ta ga kwa ma ho. Eta ba ko me yo ni ba diam. In short, now, and move on as dialogue. Look, we'll level for me, few one. Our almost as Sava. Pomala, Tommy Valley, and I never got Mamma Oji. Wow, a mamma toy tatty, who talk with you. You blame our flower as a woman. Coming out from who was workers on as an album. At our have FSZ billows. If you be a mamma vein, improve your vein, in front of your family, you have if you ain't dodgy. you have a your way. Oh, yes, they good or more. About doing here, I may own a flower. What have I visit down? Your pain or your water empty water. Come on, after your hope, I also your water empty. You call me them. If you're living in Hanya and I'm on pumping your hand fear. The number seven. Emma, for me, quickly, whatever money. Your word come say. As a government put this go, my Jebby, you got me an army position left FSC. Yes, I never. And go say dialogue, you walk to fire of it. Kakana, I'm allowed to be who 45 years, 50 years, if you put up the material, go for the new tap, you have a trophy, I agree. Oh, that's it. Made the common money.
Agreementally.
No,
Agreementally, village rationally. Ne fiado ivako. Ne yodo fiakwa yohozia. Kake for 48 years, America melolombe ya nozi maji kanya gbapesi yaji.
You remember
no, you see, because Madame Gomo.
Now, my mother Lomowi, and I'm a female worker, Assassin. Casino, no now.
Good.
Casino, no now. No, my not a Oko regent Dalem, the Alman not a peneo. Coco, a year lava. I'm a level Lavalo. The 50 minutes. If you see bigger, the only man is a male of ya, that's if it's I do. I'm a sacrifice, and you know. The Macomia as a government. And I 100 years, 200 years to go. I will. Manalo walk up to Wuzi. Manako, you want to Wuzi. Never I got say I was here. You are called Vandality, because you are now and walk on your body and Agalabo. And I go say that I will. You walk Agonaki to my father. No, never tell him or Agri. Richard House of Chiefly. House of chief. No, me, I spoil I'm over by force. Like a role you are playing. But I mediate. I got to the Fafa of it. I got off to the Fafa. To a head choice. Now, I thought that to have a hard of fear. Because no woman over if you
all right, yo, akpe honorable Richard Agosuga, ma dapono esenya ma lebebe o ma deda ha ajojinam yo afi matro elikem ya choma buo nchia mano nyatakaka mano nyatakaka ona micho ni Kenya ni kama joga migale next government bans land transit of rice, sugar and 7 additional key commodities. Enyanya kama joga miala nes jidudua edoshi molu sugar bele agba mandra rojibe moga ko to miako deoji achowo du komota bidakwa in a move to plug systemic revenue leakages and tighten border security. The Minister for Finance, Dr. Kasela Tofosen, has ordered an immediate ban on land transit of 9 essential product categories, effectively compelling these imports to be routed exclusively through Ghana's seaport. A directive issued following an emergency consultation with the Acting Commissioner of Customs, Mr. Aaron Akano, and the leadership of the Customs Division of Ghana Revenue Authority marks a significant shift in the nation's trade and border management strategy. So effective immediately, the following commodities are no longer to be permitted to transit via Ghana's land borders. Food staples, that's rice, sugar, flour, cooking oil, pasta, spaghetti, and canned tomatoes. Then consumer and health goods, frozen products, textiles, and pharmaceutical products. And it follows the ban. So, Matthew Refia Piroko, shukli, molu, flour, ami, ndami, spaghetti, alo, macaroni, indomie mimo, tin tomatoes, fridge melon, avo, plachiko, umaga to mi ape deoji a no fume ava ne mare be atok ba yo Ghana to come ejibo to meliji alabo to ekpama lo meliji fe alabe security alo controls ele afia o bit gbogbo le nivo pleto da nyanya kama jogo me laboa onye be Richard mikonya da Richard because Richard akwa vie seton wo ko meta makonya do boru bo na nyade lali kam chi we aglocho manchi pida oblevire ko nya azora ko
yo akpe
esa pe bia
oh merci merci mi adegbe yo akpe me do gbena du kola pété ya wele doji be ti se ndia ko pe mo tade Ewenyigba TV the you said du come nya jojo de to akpe na ya wele doji me do gbena mi ape ndisi to kata mi ape president play aspiring constituency executive so play branch play regional pété me do gbena pété ya wele doji. Yeah, so chieftaincy issue, region, especially Volta region, Esubo, and almost 80% of Miape towns, villages, communities, the Volta region, we to have this issue. You see, as we speak, chieftaincy issue since 1947 up to now, all the court G. Up to now, my finality ne enyamao, and nokoabe amesia me LG consistently amede atofia badofia to mi kwa nyabe oyile wo de majemajeji but wawe tane hia me vele aucho me doji kwa etugbele amewunyawa kwa bagedeme. So for me, I think on previous nuke first of me have court they here fast track some of these chieftaincy issues were because na case court ODD 40 years 60 years 30 years sigbela egbelena nugede kake the moment specialized court within few months I make sure they resolve enyala kept issues yawe meno example na be fike mechua and enyali opposing party over set up over dofia over install fia yeye ko ya de ko ba yoba ho traditional council mi wa minya be be fia gane no include ga ke no over ho be yoba the traditional council how ho traditional council is a major issue because if you are there's a chieftaincy issue so who gave that speaking me politicians or cho get them so after fia nya o he atole tepe giriwa ejebe politicians open involvement ne reduce aside that issue ya oheleji yakano ji so first of ejebe the specialized court they here handle some of these issues swiftly no over within a year kola ever how can no issue court issue the cadre for 40 years still no solution how leke community ma develop if you gamele duomo na here maybe a development the whole show the other side ame ya ochelawa to underground at a point even there was an event invite regional minister to the community for an event the other party chose to underground but the family say follow make a vow and so regional minister check the vow so these are things ojebemi work on specialized court within 1 year will resolve the issue peace untifa fanwan kakene he ole no wa kakaka now from the region the next place of let's say the Volta region whole fee ya wonya kakaka fifie ke bia papila you go to Kumasi so Kumasi ya papile so instances where if you out fee I heard a lot of communities where we the Kumasi for appeal. Why can't we have that in the regions where region if you no nyauju must they go to Kumasi? People have open issues while solve. So that is space here more decentralization and court no well resourced because instances like this whole Kumasi there are case only about 5 years so look government you pay sitting allowance bill because some of these cases may follow so I understand some of the issues really. So it is let me resolve issue the government and the powers that be allowed, they should sit up and look at that sector.
Because you should have a specialized chieftaincy court.
Courts where had deal with issues where swiftly within 1 year ever make a appeal. Then okay have no year appeal.
about Council of Chiefs only, Regional Council of Chiefs, even a Gavekra traditional council or she that I may at my drop community hope agba iken ole ojabodi da gocho abe edufia ne agba kokwe to bi agba enelia fe nchimereka aku alabo de tue ojen alabo alabo eike ajomani ha onya ba fia ha o wona tunchi do owe bona suppression of violence, and they still have a role to play in the community. So they feel entitled, they feel better. If you can't make one, it should take more time. And every vim enough ya bubu ani baja drako to magata mo e kalma ta fifia the kaja won fia e pa gaglan su dodo akpase se de kalmi de inabo de chi nya yi ka jojo agba specifically mejibe mi run up on this what could have been done.
So not so aside all this no ya him no listening coming to the issue ya mi be okay. For open case, la many rotational. No, the rotational like how Olemi Agboa, Amemaku, Ameya Chodo, here, Amewaka rotate, Amema, Humano, go quick look about Dovame, question. Now, Eke Ame rotational. So, no gomesese. Yava. And probably at least me up a part of the world, greed, HMA Subo, Bay the Canyabi, and Yabamenya Penuyo. So, why will you at least next time at the handover, but it's not yours?
Yeah.
So greed, yeah, quite certain. For issue ke even there's government no intervene abeleke ame agrobe resect no just talk to them cancel whether no same be no many you to you. So it's for these people. Yeah, the fact that me for so many years so hey me am le nuko wa me fi abenye to wo open na le no that see that no ko leader see the gbegbe he nu to over there where akobenu time I hear later say enjoy some benefit with it. At least kake no enye yes we are learn what I see do kakaka eventually open and that's still with ma feel tayana tabe asi de le wan here be after whole the court allow the council hey rule okay ameya auto ya efni ya ojebe council no can make sure that you ponu na ameya wo sinole because people are dasile no one vevese seye ta cancel ya cancel when oh yes le wa na wa seme ka kana mi work o mi dasile no be no badu ya ame actually do work for so many years the respect and the benefit that come with it wa dasile un chok wa no be ya o kabaso agbonu jolawa man no easy o ya na ta cancel open door me delefima
ma so nyama yeah
cancel open door me delefima because whoever quite no cancel when
Ameka Zofia how uno acting uno doma uno horashi doma oma o ma tanga trova so agbonjolo bogwe
o ma nyenu ma bogwe e we du no kaka na respect no you the occasion o be we the region they will represent acting kaka ko we acting ko choko be o ya ta for the great we were no acting no so it's difficult even in to be me up a door for crache e wo that acting position ele acting as a CEO better for the side of the no you see some of that the ya not about here be the traditional council day after all rule then what did no council amema we but no seme kake acho me wo open door le fi man
beef up security
yes
on about covid don to o court order soldier o na no fuma
e ko be dey enu na here me ento hese no go me dey ele better obene ni force
yeah
because the back of police
security man ya ma wumo lolo akano amagbla ku alon gbla po security ke o sango na ko gbla
at that moment dey wa powe asego ma o ma wo nu ke obenu wa ka ko fe jimela onya be no do wo nu ke wa wola wa we ya na tabe the best thing nyebe no cancel we na ho fonu na fia ha ma o dey no ya cho ibad dey wa yo to we afonu na we be o lenu ole ike kemi ameseme elepe jime eseme ta vevese sema de man wa rather they wa support efiakodo Kakebe no mama yiji o dem enwedo. Me aze akọ police over force adwe. Yes, adwe for. Efia ehia mu no peden wadu wa kplodu. Ya na hia mo vevese la mo pe doma. Aba no fia uzo de fia bia o na ne kwacha me ma cha aka cho an be yenye acting alo ye wole po so some of yes kake traditional council I jebe no sit wo no go back no engage amiewe menye be mi awo nke kwefo mi engage we no seme ne do pe susume no nya be yo ya hoda si ko yo nye menye nu to no be no yo hoda si ta eye de gakela at least godo no ojo si be de ejebe no di tepede ne ya uche
it's big deal.
It's a big nookie. But then, no tepede nawe. Hello, yes. I want to jolly the give and take video one moment. Maybe I remember okay. You.
Hello, let me join ba.
Hello. At least for the fact that me let $1.
Yeah.
Ta godo ochewa dasile nu video for peace to prevail. Dasile nu dem amerechene. Yake kaka aside that adefu.
All right. Me afang polo apogao. Gasheke. Honorable Elikem. Chome bio. Alo bo.
Yeah, bo.
Stone.
Yeah.
Stone boy de kanya. Yepo mnyazorango. Dr. Kasara to force mfanchi maro over plaunde aji. O lankuda leka mono jimla plau. Ka okpo na nedeje shiba sukli. Molu. Tin tomatoes. Spaghetti, macaroni, mimo, bele iceman alo, bele achiko, moyo ke, o kokonto a plaou deojia, get the beat ton, edo de ajiton ha, o ma agbao access mio, o ma nkunra agbao akpo ma fika agbao cho, nkawe le ma tututu, afi no ajoga. Hoge wa khwire do rongu ta wa de be dukop la jondra ni mama ele mosan do ta kase atofosun ele mosan wo plongo cho gbajia molu sukli ice mala achike tin tomatoes ble macaroni spaghetti mo indomie mo kata o do mo tore ka ga to pra uto mafio ta pla ko nya gbo mi le nya jojo do pejibo over ketu south ble north ulang pura dia anci kata ko ba wa ba chong smuggle si cham bitu tung pang cho segbe kaka ba durani ba fio kata ko fe fio kata tepoli na toza acho uncho togoma acho uncho palima acho uncho shigama aba koita cho baji bomo ayashi acho ma ba dukomo kale ke wo ka fi mo na ba dukomo eje na cho to meliji o wa to melije fe fuma wa wona don pioli yi koko jiji na won kuna won me pona ba mi o koko be onye agbamio fe ko je bo ke nya joga lo duty ha wo calculate ni nwe wo bun ni kakare libe na won to melije ba to melije fa jiru fa ga mano bubum enya amoba ba mo jiru ya aboro de ma milo smugglish ya komi chakpo mi abioji biti ya komi eto esiai hafi lagbegba nye ketu north and south ntoma me amo sugbodo owu le vota kata aplawu ntoma fma dana ko me gbogbom tabla gomashi blo fifi kwete onto e o mo fe nyagbo memele ta fifi a bidabolo gbanami nya dogba cho togo ma to ya mo to ship mo le meli jivu abado refika ota fika tema ro fika lolu hi mahama akpena honorable enyanye revenue leakage in principle
yes
abulo de ngana mo alagbo
yo akpe
nyawe na ndisi aba
okay yo akpe it's just enyon tobe policy afa because enuke hena benu ya che ije ami apeteminya the last time amina no to border jia okpobe the revenue alo gakehe task alo whatever hope ne dukwa me del okpobe amo ochoji
Short collection.
is either be ochoji alo amo oho zanu ya ntoko enu ya darefma nya pe finance minister kpobe at the end of the day Ghana ko ya bile ole ya le fupe mi ho amedo ya ole oduku ya rich that it's a good policy the why is it yes enu ya policy don't know value agbele nu dupe na medo ya especially ne omele khode jaje jojo ejiu aha because na be like electro be amobo sibe ko le nu yo small plito no eno ne small go ya kwa cover krachen asike ho le jira le fisi be ko le jira mi ameke to ko chu ship cover is the same price omele de dele mecho da why is it that be ne here mema ho le koto meliji le bava ho le no jira 20 cedis we ko koto bodaji we chela o me petas batere kereju kake asie me jara le jara the same price. What is the difference? Change my question for my hey, I may say, yes, which are petas. Hey, wow, which are make up profit at the end of the deal. But sure, it's a good policy. At the phenomenon, Gake, Ghana, new tire knowledge is Gake, the only thing, yes, you announce a policy, implementation, issue. Because at the end of the day, I'm a better okay with my way. And I make it all he left my hua, ya quick I left my border post, I looked about immigration officers or ya okay quickly. Many by me, you decay a call of the very baby, ya if new year, so no smuggler. Still, I'm more at Tonka smuggle. Kaka the only thing here, incentive Kylie. Hey, I'm here for Boki. He be a smuggle toffee to immigration officer. I'll make it here, I assist here. Let me quick tofu my day. Trade-off Kaeli, opportunity cost, trade-off between the two. What are the Kaya Deji? So it's very important that the policy about if we're about okay, let me incentivize and we am your way. Be am motivate we be was afima. Ako kono go to a chiafuji. Ko be wa to efima because ya me problem more ya ole gbogbo. Market who are smoking no eligible. Ta incentive then anyway. Here motivate and mobile atofima. The same officers are will post unless anyone your trailer gram our low quite huge something along the way. Yeah, one okay, maybe nobody no tofima but still I'm working fine okay ways way out. Never about original fee. A more for smuggling goods way.
Maybe I can.
Ow. And the same immigration officer. So for me, I think that aside announcing the idea, we need to do more. I educate them away. I make sure that yes, I'm very oriented. This is what we want to do. Don't provide any incentive, any viable okay, this is why we should do this. This is what you get when you do this and this and this. Gakebe mi agbelekwa. But all if you anything at all. I think some of this policy via Gake still. Abuwa can find different ways around it and make sure that Gake and whenever if you do it and you are caught and if I buy lose and you the immigration officer can assist me. So I engage in such malpractices while almost you are. Okay, make sure that you also know the replication or whatever that will happen to you. Assist them there were that and especially the security officer or service person. They work assist them what that then we to here too. That for me, therefore, it's a good policy. I can have at least the loopholes my area moment. I'm rich the loopholes were some of them quite blocky and anabe ganala niape keviema akapo egafine and negavala near most of niape chips compound wella what when I'm a gamma to chips compound where a gamala to niape school buildings where most of the schools under trees were like gamma artery. Most of the abandoned agenda 111 project or helicopter mepitela, most of them will be attended to. The E blocks, most of them near Bobo. And then who passing the Anabe Macano, agbakora si akano loan for by heart le yevo gbo wa na me huge interest where me ano help me who be me aton I block some of these loopholes where they add more to me abe confess where instead of be me akaba kwa gba no e gado ano yikaka at the end of the day waba chena mi be Ghana bibo affordability de kemele mi aso ma ton ka doga because mi doga o chome tane mi block e ya wela and me when you there I help me apete ya time no gbogbo earlier be it's not as if be am ya hole no small girl who beat the system take on cover marketed over acid ele cheap alo ele lower than am ya always asio so if you be at the end of the day am ya hele mi ape border to hele mi a wonu ya hele bi a Ghana pe revenue che ko siphon de anto pe kutokuma only the service one me apete because no vala is the same price ya le no jara compared to am ya always asio so what is the difference ta ya no to fuma no fefie ne Ghana to come ne mi apete mi pojijo
ta afima dashiwo comment saro baba mbo mabio mle to na jiru sebe molu ti tomatoes ice mana ne to chafu ji afi of Ghana ye ashichara la plawu aboyo nto ve yo aplawu den to ko kliko agbozume ere amokata yojibo chu agba vai de pota eke termiam awu enya biam eke termiam awu tema ta no chogba itema afi o che devu azon o ke duty afi o devu azon treva shimele akati den aprawu elabe jidudu tax jin ike be o mataji the same trained people competent people digital systems yo ke letema o ma chu do papa lo jaba ko ya pla ogbon agbugba na ka do soheo on the century the border ko ga ko jibo ko wa hwe wa de ko agba na do probable e manye good policy
no so na bele ke blea ta it depend de mele sure be categorically maybe no ko directive meton be okay if this quantity of goods were
directive ale la iko analyze kemele
maybe mele sure be more
ale le ko nyabe go to the sea that's what we analyze
because when here mere to go about 5 cartons of kukuruna me here be
operator chafuji is that good policy
how they na me ever play 5
if you take a bit at to na me awu
5 bags of sugar eya ko egbo de huwa
which means don't buy it that is just
not
that's a trade barrier ekpere ko yin ke jiru ogbo mbere maga itogo senyalo na ba plan yin ala na ba plan simply put because ogbo mbe duty khamula plawa magbo sumo evo ye wo mamo la fi ko ovioji pomi fifi awe na duty gbogbo khegele tema afia dagba fu cho tema achovi
ya na tamele gbogbo be de it depend ya na tade yes evale ya ba mele sure be in the subsequent days wa ya to analyze and come out with because na me be 5 bags
you are just prohibiting trade
for a 5 bag
between America
yes but definitely me rely on them Ghana have my sugar and me producing in Ghana so yes so e ma cha me do here so it's ta ya tamele gbogbo be it depend on the bags how because 5 bags 10 bags ma va ko item afia ko va hold so make sure we're going forward that why bring more on it give me a semen new there because 5 bags of sugar ma ko ide tema afia go va hold same applies to maybe after 5 cartons of meat or so whatever ya ko egbo na the keta ya be agere to go me fani a player I mean you can't have a quick to tema afia ko for tamele sure be more details on this particular directive ava give me apete me asem enwede
okay
kake eke anoko ele so big like elolo kake details so ava as every policy elele kake yeah details so kale tanova ko me asem egede but le sure be is not the mind where they have prohibit trading between Ghana and Togo kake just that they actually looking at it, but you have block loopholes. They working you so much they lose from revenue. That many 5 cartons, 5 back store, you have the target per sale. But me pa me ma do so trailer ma so many cartons of oil, about 5 nukekwa. Opeto to fuma the revenue him lose from that one. Not compare with maybe 5 bags of sugar or about 2 pot or so. Malaysia be more directive or more detailed information will be given on ekito here tui, ekito himati ujela. Then me I take it from there.
Akpa yo nyaba amaga ike danyang na NDC tolo ho chichira machang toma efia ipa nkoma mi se messages are over makle message the cover ton do afi matro Richard Agbasuganchi. All right, Bon BKB, Mr. Minister, what was the outcome of the investigations on the 18 trucks which were recently seized for evading tax? What happened with the owners and customs officers interdicted? Good morning, Tony, or good morning to you. That's a good message. Francis Bear, we hear finance minister, why? Okay, that's why. Lawrence Bear, these acts were the main support of the reduction of the prices of the commodities. You took the funds and now you say waiting. You must have message. These acts were the main support. These acts were the main support of the reduction of the prices of the commodities. You took the funds and now you say waiting. Maybe a tax you hear a little yet tiny you mojama mufakbaha bashidina. Oh, we don't know to go on a chip, but I'm not too sure about that. Okay, well, I'll come back to you on that. Honorable Richard, Afi, Honorable Richard, and let the manya which might be any. Fear young report, the mammo do mafma. Manya do mammo do mafma. Melia over, you never melia to jam gow upon who a separate rule on your privat torret breaker. Yet I will be $1 bobo alo leke. Modern will if my matriva plow on the doamo, alabe, one sent to the border on Kata, Pursuber. In any case, I'm a flower, my dear for Hogama, a girl Hogama, Naichila, Poker, Togum, a mile, a licom, a Kenyan do more than you from a million. That honorable, Major Granyama.
Tony, after a very glorious from a letter for bar, the Yaton, I thought. Proposal, I buy all sorts of over Ghana. Think you all Ghana high over woman. Let my demon not total. I can be a senior big bank of measures can be called a little I thought of now. Measures of earlier. No only are fine. No only have you the door more than you can now measures all like the door more. No man would you look out now measures my no matter in your home, I can't talk to you. A letter, then you have a border points of fuel, custom officers will gather, immigration officers will gather, Povito will gather, soldiers who will gather, happy government who don't have your hello, gather. Can you kaya nabi imetenya tote mi yao? See, then yana politics about so near toil and this is all. By now, they 11 or acquire the JCB. You're not the opposition. You want the power. No, I won't. Okay, our politics been the Siade. Alabado yale. Alabahika, Wanagi and Atu. Tony, the Namia Ponya of you by. And then Ponya of you, maybe. They propaganda. They your stabilized economy. Data who project revenue about 100% more than what Ghana bought in 2024. After I drove 2024 by close of financial year by December, it was about 154 billion. That was low below target you meet set beginning of the year. You meet me target. Can I move? You only me our more projections will be from 154 billion a day. Then you came here you and then you came here did you because of propaganda that us jumpy bay you all make about 220 something billion dollars projection from 154. One project we gonna meet 210. One project we meet 232. By quarter the first quarter because the projection over the first quarter meet la. By December you gonna make it 239 billion. Kaka na December wa dollar omo gama. O target o meet o target o. Kaka God du comme vieux mais dans la question bon tu va y camion no les gars yo mo be yo la conique yo comme de ça l'autre yo inflation yo drop yo this CD et ya gars vidéo yo la comme les gars na niki. Kene bia wo nu me ye ba camion metem ko. Yo le bene ya American to na Ghana to na ke bo Ghana to le no to ha bo ko na o. Ko je propaganda. O di bia yo di agbo pe ko ye bi. Nyafo border wala wo we le lose ye na ta ye mate mu itu project sola ta ga ya ole bi na ko mate ko ga ma wala ata wajo ka ke ba ka e bre na to esi ato force be land border so e ko nya di e problem selo ni cho ye bi mesa be president be ye doasi cooking oil so dia nu kai na menye tema habo yeah, a full container of cooking oil so when you pour okwe no you akwa me o me take o wa me border man no me habo man no ya te pe yo bi fi nya tran nya kom ya kwa agbada si ada ai tu me nya te pe ma o de ka ko ya fifi do ti bi agbo ni be after that incident you put measures so le ga manue to de si be le mi to mi de si ada o ma to ga ma fi la te ma ko te be glucose ma na ya no ato ko to wa aw commissioner your orderly dakela ebowo fi ma me wo le dama the system see all in place what ko e gala in place then ya mi la rada ko ya e ma be na me le to le akachi ala me to le ho yo bo ya krawo ni ya e plagba ni ya ko ve if you no ga plagba ka krawo ko de ho never to akujire to meli no ba yi tema habo afi wa kwa babe aga da agba hutole tema aga ko vangi ye le ba fa babe aba chasilo all the costs you are in pure bojila ala inflate wala baji evo mi o la vi fambe dollar wasi vani inflation vani ka ke se mo do kula se ko en jamo ti ga adam due if you ga bi aga ko another expenses about pela se chala wo expenses inti how do you then expect them to go out there and originate? Let me talk about Galakpa. Near about creating a be Yava land borders who a dog you are of one and that's a time. As a woman, because the whole dog at all loss.
If you have a Deji, Sapo, Ogo for Dokoya, pot, and Yazama.
And I will the way money, but that's a time. Can I visit die? Can I walk the gamma? Coco qui a cattle of a pretty general domain. You gain a melody fly in Malatura plow. They may get them up my plan. See, come out that for why lumen. I just about. And the big amount as he got a la wola. Why am I at the year of Woji? Kaka, Boja. If you can be out from 1 hour to Tonto, because if you're a security, you're about losing.
About Chobe, Agba, Okatao, in the port.
What do you got here?
Agba Mao,
let I'm not a Boja or me, petty traders or ella. What if you come be out from 1 gun to the war? Tony, my home fling into. And no good of would be. How many Gamato Open me libre or mokonoji. Let this revenue target meeting idea. I'm a little how many academia. Now from the previous government. Cannot be back with the no. As it allowed the federal put for because all the task community or the Mahomo or Hamoy. NAPCO trainees of the Corée. Get the only GRE. Up now, I'm not how the government work. Don't say generally, or NAPCO, we spread one system on. No actually, shops so, containers so, a continue get a better why or taxes or to go ahead. No matter what they can implement, no matter never revenue target that, but a jump ye go. No way, most of the times, target your mere settler. You may tell me to see the car allows you to meet within our 4 years, 8 years regime. It has improved. And I mean, promise Ghana at all the day of Vala, you are not going to use so. You are not going to use so. Me maintain your meet your revenue. Me employ you so the GRE. Then you empower all your dollar to come. Hotas are causing any. I know we not close in your land borders. A whole strategy you apply. Tomatoes here mean you visit tomatoes here, I produce tomatoes. Here, Burkina Faso, you are equipping that. About tomatoes, you will pay them over canned tomatoes.
Over tin
tomatoes. Because when you have tin tomatoes, yeah, but the oil, you vote up. Fresh tomatoes. Because when our neighboring country is just here, no catch a bay, but got to Burkina Faso, never to Apoji Capone buy. Market women will have double lodge, tomato sit around double lodge.
If you are landlocked, above my landlocked, yes. Well, having a two board, having a touch of Fuji, I do a chapuna chumo, for Navrongo, tomatoes at Tuma, a chapuma lefuma. Ta lepo wo gafe bato gabaya alo like Guinea bis Liberia to wena
strategically tomatoes have a million
argument here. I'm trying to see what's wrong with the argument because
what is wrong
you are fresh me the kamalo domo ni kala fresh kwenye iceman takanana kamale anwo domo kala fresh
let them put the Ghana here you are going to do your me import na more tomatoes.
Ella. In my birthday, I say you did it, I buy all your day. Nana come at you, Belaji, can you perishable? At me, iceman, I'm trying to see what's wrong with that.
Rice is rice to fresh.
Rice, I don't know, fresh fusion, I'm not not drier.
Perishable, tomatoes, land, and how lenny man. I said, I can never demand running sit here.
Argument and hold on. Argument and it sounds okay, but I'm trying to see what's wrong with it so that me or mistake. I buy all your day. Nana come track bleji fresh. You can get perishable tomatoes here over here and you tin tomatoes. So
banana is a strategy.
Okay.
Because if you are all these things we hardly import onion. Do we import onion, but not the quantum as how we import from tomatoes. As a pepper. Atadi. We hardly, I said hardly, the mere wow.
That's like Bacovaza. That's like Bacoable. Almost me important.
The tomatoes day. Tomatoes, almost every blessed day, there's a truck loaded coming to Ghana, which is tomatoes. As a woman. And I never thought that commodity, if you like, because tomatoes.
I'll come to you. I'll come to you. My program
secondly, ŁNDI WONA, I have planned some tomato manufacturing companies as well. So the huge quantity of tomatoes ever and year, the coming import now to Burkina Faso, over feed now these plants so.
Pick the color, ŁNDI WONA.
Oh, the color shy is here. Pomo tomatoes, yellow shy is here.
One district, one factory, one idea. Oh, yes, document partner play PPO. Oh, yeah, I know Puma Becady, one district, one factory, okay.
Oh, well, one district, one factory. That's a woman. And that is Tony. And now put Tony man. Not one of our politics or not our politics or in the Siada. You have a land borders who will door. Big government might have the land borders is not generating any revenue. That's a woman. But they should empower them more. Now loopholes are all the gamma. You put the loopholes are all. I got all the theory to over cost of a galante. Number all the power could be a mall and we're going to no the wall. That cannot this target here more not as a movie here. Well, they will fought more short than how they have fought short last year. There was and I don't go to America. How many there's a day opposition party promoter over revenue target you need to cover. I'm going to go back to one year of bubble and a gun after while. You don't do all and do you hope too much. What for the dead? What for the dead? There has been there's a precedent. Government do but did full call. And also the 24 youth employment here, the youth agency, youth employment minister. They will never take this initiative. Oh, government, give me this role. I employ you for the GRA. Let's throw these guys into the system. Because the previous government way, we saw the outcome. And let's throw these guys into the system. No one guy or enemy. By the time I look at how be never jahal or how a plastic allergy, Ghana stick allergy to show me you have really paid tax. I said, no, let's be innovative. Let's be innovative. We got to be institutions to go damo.
Akpe Richard Agbasuka ika danyang ne NPP for agbe mami se matotogere elikam chomenchi alabe nyazongo wafi ba wapunwa banarba do myakbo ke ha nkuona mo ba nke nya jojo wona onyeta ma tung nya raf matore Richard nchi Ghana Education Service management reinforces respect for administrative structures and professional conduct. Original directors of education. Press release and we want to really quickly. Management of the Ghana Education Service (GES) has observed a growing trend in which some teachers, particularly newly recruited staff, frequently beseech the headquarters from unrecognized sprinter groups or engage the media regarding their concerns. These actions often occur during official school hours, with teachers leaving duty posts without recourse to their heads of school, district directorates, or regional directorates. For emphasis, the service operates through clearly defined administrative structures. The teaching profession is a noble one governed by a code of conduct. Every member of staff is mandated to uphold the high standards of professionalism in strict compliance with this code. Teachers with concerns regarding any issue are required to first lodge such concerns with their heads of school and subsequently escalate them through the district and regional directorates as appropriate. The national office engages directly only on regional regional directorates and legally recognized teacher unions duly registered under the laws of Ghana. Any teacher who leaves their duty post and is found at the headquarters or elsewhere during official school hours, or who is captured on video or audio granting media interviews or participating in related activities during school hours, shall be treated under absence from duty as stipulated in the Code of Conduct. The appropriate disciplinary procedures outlined in the code will be fully applied. Management therefore directs all regional directorates to supervise district directors and heads of school to ensure strict compliance with this directive. District directors, all right, so on and on. Management acknowledges the significant progress made in clearing inherited backlogs and streamlining processing systems. However, any outstanding matters affecting individual staff must be addressed through the established administrative channels rather than through confrontational approaches directed at headquarters or the media. Such actions disrupt the focus, attention, and work of management. Management assures all staff that the welfare remains a priority and reiterates its firm commitment to addressing legitimate concerns through due process and structured engagement. Signed by Nawaru Isahak, PhD, Acting Director General, Q&A, Quality and Assurance. Yeah. Okay. That means program to education service. To teacher rokowa no ajeronkle nyajojo kakapo no mecho micro tun no ko nsha mi kenyo po don vevio no blon garo mo kana maro ro le ojo jiru koko gbo ro yo po jibibio le gbegbe po nyam ojo ko ba do headquarters o aba yo po teacher po do po ganku anu po jibibio blon blon bro abo mai mo ibo no fia ta passion ko teacher sha ro no su ho mo na mara nyo do go cho su ho mo ba e po jime jijo blon na nyajojo kakapo o vale TVG be o mo khafanayo o mo promote yo e pe let achimagbe yo to hana ma la ba sub absence of duty clause ni achi cha no suku ho ma manya gbe moto tui social media mi o mi share ko mi ave do ma ve vio regiru do panchi na no social media. Avoid the media at working hours because you are supposed to be disciplined. But that show okay. Honorable ma tromo enyake na pocho nwanchi ne ba na nya na nyare le bia gbo fana wo mo vakata na ko mi aso kere nya ga gbo ko mi akota.
Okay, you are right. Enya direct be yakwema at least you have the chain of command or authority. If you have any reservation or complaints, well, there's a chain where you have to pass through. You make sure you follow the channel.
Bogano ne mi be mi interview mo adan mama mi working hours.
Yes, so working hours, interview.
Solve the people's problems. We will interview them.
So you just make sure the working hours, you don't use internal interview. So after the time, after school, after working hours, your private time is there. You can have that engagement. The MIR is fine. Probably it's because the GSO notice the train LG and maybe one way or the other will affect it. It's a good directive. Me collect why implement it and how it goes. So to add to that, I think that the party coming to power, let me promise several things. The dollar, me economy, let me stabilize it. Junk status, let me make sure me advocate that junk status. But at least the economy would now be able to enter into, even though we are doga crutch, they will have the affordability doga. Unlike Efike Mivatule, Minyaleke the exchange rate was, Minyaleke the economic situation so online, where even affordability, me as benemi the interest affordability, benemi the loan market, Kwamiaton, Adoga Deco. Big like interest rate or even on loan facilities, all FFA. Some are even dropping up to 11%. Just last week, NAT Teachers Fund, announced well 14% interest. Way back from about 38-40%. So if you have the economy is doing well, if the economy is not doing well, there's no way interest rates are cut so much about 11% if you're moving from about 38% because space man. So I know what I'm talking about. You see, a lot happened. Yeah, not about but in all, I make it all in your sector, a real transformation. All are very happy looking at the prospects. Even now, companies are still, financial houses are still thinking about reducing the interest rate from 11%. Well, I hope within the third quarter, have an interest rate, I get a single digit. Looking at what is happening now.
Okay, Toraf my away leshiaji. Uwakwe mfoga nofma. Nyajojo kaka for Kenya join news. Konya na dare ya oma. Who in handly onye interview. Komak for nofma. Oban shandi ding. Fuel prices headed for 17 cities as tensions rise. Fuel prices, if you have a mi pashi panya glomimele, a mi pashi na there 17 cities. Because abajo jomle, he pa ado, majibe nyama, no nyinele shiachi, we no funko, majibe na mia na unyama madona mishireka emi no ere fia togo emi no ere fia le majijimo petro kwashi ke didibado 13 kra le mhararo 13
yes
fifia na 17 fia bia be mitro na do dan kwa kufado mo
ime do 17 hado amema
na fia mama ba onye to ma flanya jojo Daniel motorists are bracing for a painful pump price hike, with fuel prices projected to hit 17 million per litre by next week if tensions in the Middle East persist. The warning comes from the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Ghana, which is urging the government to take proactive measures to cushion the impact of consumers. Jilu dobe ke kpona momemi zana de denono gbo wo se yo le kachacha mo kakole ami ajalo ugbo glombe le majijimo kosira ke gbona mo le majijimo momemi opashi get 17 cities. Comac is forecasting a significant increase in fuel prices due to the ongoing tensions in the Middle East, a major oil producing region. The situation is being closely monitored, and the organization is calling on the government to expedite the rollout of alternative energy sources to reduce the country's reliance on imported fuel. All right, the executive chairman of the situation is critical, and we need to take immediate steps to protect consumers from the impending price hike. The government is being urged to consider reducing taxes on fuel to mitigate the impact on consumers. Israel, US, where Iran have to do the Middle East. Okay, OPEC countries, a low organization, OPEC, petroleum exporting countries, Organization for Petroleum Exporting Countries. You can cartel, habobo, you can yami, habobo kata over Dukoma to them. If you mean a canal, Ghana, you can mami to nacho Israel of coin and better target a bono tota. Ami bonashi hoga now video dele mi agbo fifi la sami jenfi phone paroko va yecho better du comme pe hunya ple ko nyao ba do kamile du koma mi po video ma nyaba Mr. Sami jenfi phone po.
Why the bombs Putin is throwing to Ukraine? Are we having some of the bombs fall in Ghana here? So look, stop the flimsy and frivolous excuses. Are we saying that these so-called global factors, COVID-19, Russia-Ukrainian war, affected Ghana more than it affected even Ukraine, which is at war with Russia? Why the bombs Putin is throwing to Ukraine? Are we having some of the bombs fall in Ghana here? So look, stop the flimsy and frivolous excuses.
All right. Enya jojo banto ekema mijro mebe Sami jenfi blonyare nyasi. Dukopola John Drawani Mahama upon cho Russia Ukraine war nchi ha edoblugbe majibe mi asenya ike dukopola gbo mai mata Sami jenfi pomwa egbogbo mbe abajojo le dukore me abajojo le beta dukome nyama le ke okami aloyo tudam le Russian Ukraine war de tukara balo mi afia majebe alo manye dukopolo nyi to nye na mare anu gbogbo mbe abajojo le tepara da ngofashi na ayire jile Ghana majibe ba do Sami jenfi fo nyanchi afimi atrore nya so ngo quickly
yo akpe na beleke ko babiavia kake no komana na say breakdown ke afimi do fima ekpo be hemi ba take power NDC ba ni win election last year 2025 still there have energy le Russia Ukraine kake still I have a stable new economy la you know the dollar rate not to throw even price of commodities were OJDD goods and services OJDD even 2025 when the war energy ended. Now back to the maybe army. Like over time he will comment like everything they see at the no block over Russia Ukraine war. Then be news over market echela obo Russia Ukraine o le gbogbo be okay beans plenu zido gedera Ukraine o dag bele pito so na gbole nde si ade obo Russia Ukraine At that time, they see at the Russia Ukraine. No, but why is it that when they see at the Russia Ukraine? Russia Ukraine, if you came here, bomb or land the crowd, agbelete, me can lose your import chobo. So why is it that there no match with the Russia Ukraine? So over time, everything was Russia Ukraine. Now me like okay, me atominya me be army. Even if there are time, yeah, me at no comment my no limited to be okay, 4 price LG, yeah, no, oh, 4 price LG, okay, yes, me say me. Then I'm cable canal to fuma kutota for the allergy la. Yeah, go necessarily. I know me vide. Kakani de see ade. Ne blow exchange rate the G Russia Ukraine. Oh, no do beans. Pito no the rate at which no the G increment the vava. De see ade over Russia Ukraine. Na me ko be no. You can't be saying then they said the Russia Ukraine. Avale jojo la me ogbo bomb o landing. Kakemi ami kare beans play tomatoes please your import. Canned tomatoes please your import. Try me ogbo de layer call aglet dem me wa fi bomb the landing like. So that is a different issue. Now, you see the reason why I'm not going open projection increase kakado 17 abeleko no ekufa do better time day. Ya me am no go be o. You may believe be adofima. Even why yi GV kracha ma adofima because their time at the exchange rate was very high. Ometon manage exchange rate of our 15, 14, 15, 16. Ya call it no definitely IG. Look at the exchange rate. Down. So the exchange rate affects my pricing. The exchange rate down definitely because of the exchange rate the impact so significant. In my feeling na exchange rate no 16 no. Even the whole project be have 17 now. Now why is the difference of our two cities there? No, why papa maybe 13. A dollar 10 point something, dollar 11.99 or something.
Check me. Check me.
Oh, fool. The last time I played Star Oil, it was 10.24. Gake the pedal I made all feed them about 11. So Gake looking at things, me projecting, but now why you 13 or something. Kakebe 17 yala. I may match another project because at the end of the day, that canal I supply 20% of the world beer.
Please, no missile was landed in Ghana. That's the first comment. The bomb is not directed to Ghana. Ato is forcing. Okay, all right.
Yeah, the minimum bomb they land in Ghana.
Okay, miapan polo mi du couple la gbonyare hold on mi se nyare ke du couple la cho anyanchi magbona ke mi for insert are magbona am come mi for insert are mi
Ukraine Russia war na Ukraine Russia omo ko a efa ya Ghana for efa ya ho ben yeah ti ya baby Ukraine Russia war o hwe what's na play mu na o ka say o call Ukraine Ufi Accra 7,000 kilometers and San Wakodru. No more common talkwa. Then say Yesikasem. Nako Divo and Sonkase. Say Russia, Ukraine, no more. And so
a few moments later.
Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices.
Right. That the couple of points we said, Peter, I'll meet a few moments later. Okay. The couple of points Russia Ukraine war, no Russia Ukraine war. We are damn of my Ghana to other Mishanko Russia Ukraine war. Imagine not the Rufian Biamedi. Avajo Jomle Israel. You remember I'm the host. Danyamba Ugon Avajo Jom Israel play US play Israel play US Yava le Iran over the Turafma okay, and that is creating this rational expectation. So the question we are asking is that $2 comment I mean, we are too part of our long milifia.
Ya pe mi agbrobe.
Yeah, America is forcing. Okay, Councillor Assembly did an Iranian missile land on the NDC headquarters or what? That's another comment. Benjamin, at forcing will bring it to 7 cities. All right. So hold on. Our messages are not, but John Vier, Honorable Hamapomo, Sir John Vier. If Russia and the Ukraine war didn't affect Ghana, then how can America and Iran affect Ghana? All right, Mackenzie, don't give up. Is the okay? Well, bomb first sign. Is the bomb landed in Ghana? Ghana is far from Iran and Israel. This is from Mackenzie. Achu always comment. Have you guys measured the distance between Ghana and Iran, Israel and USA before saying what you're saying? All right. So another Augustine, isn't Ghana immune to external shocks? Yes, we are. Okay. Comment, ma. Ernest, comment. Okay, waiting man no see before.
No, so
a quick one. Honorable Baba, get that message on over here. You quickly.
No, so a quick one. Maybe a look bola that was a Louis Vuitton. The difference, Russia Ukraine. Play ekele fake dome. Now projection all about probe. Email about probe. Okay, me ape beans. Enuma nududu numa apete. Elle shorting da lo asia yiji na be previously like in the side of Jacob Russia Ukraine war. Like no like ame ya ape projection na be fuel price a yiji. Why no kata fuel price a yiji? Minya be Iran na efuma the oil hecho canal efuma build to Iran. Kaya oba supply. Na hike mepete about 20% of the oil supply in na hike mepete ya canal la eto Iran kana he Iran to be yo close yo be canal ma be makava if you be that 20% now is taken out of the market.
Perfect. All right,
so price will go up. Perfect. So it doesn't mean be no landing in as job buy be everything all the Russia Ukraine na be oil this is the issue.
Okay, fine.
Many time about tomatoes over beans over Russia Ukraine ya na tami atono ba bia be de bomb be no land in the Ghana
elikam chome wo my to honorable Richard Inchi. Comments are still coming. Honorable can be coming in now because we have to be fair to him. Comments to Man Sabede, don't worry, Ato will force and remove the one leaving us with 7 cities. Mansell message in Lawson, but let me. Oh, okay, Lawson. Good morning, Lawson. I'm all right. How are you? But let me fill my tank at least half. Honorable, come inside.
Tony, politics like some. By now, they now realize they all have power. They are there to solve problems, not to lament on problems. Russia, Ukraine, I gave me a certain argument here forever. Maybe of in a liquor like a break of a but sending data now. Worlddata.com, Ghana inflation indicating. From 2012, the demand of very unfair to John Dramani Mahama. From 2012, now check inflation figures. Can John Dramani Mahama back what 2012? Inflation no 9.6%. Then the following year, 2013, it jumped from 9.16 11.64. From 2013 to 2014, it jumped 15.50. 2016, it jumped 2015, it jumped 17.15. Every year they are increasing. 2016 election year, it jumped 17.47%. 2017, that was year. Inflation dropped 12.37%. 2018, it dropped again by 9.84%. 2019, it will drop by 7.4%. And another argument will be the first time in the history of Ghana inflation back second digit. It is fraud.
2019. Price of goods and services were still high.
2020.
At that time,
allowed when you were
no.
2020, we increase 9.89%. 2021, another 9.89%. That was when COVID stepped in. At the moment, COVID, Russia, Ukraine, it have impact. Your argument for me, that is it. 2022, Russia, Ukraine war, 2021, still 9 point single digit. 2022, marry COVID, Russia, Ukraine war, your inflation jump in 31. That is not even the argument. Your divide 50%. We add other tangents to it, matter 50-point lap. Before dollar power, inflation entered it started dropping. They picked it at 16 point something. At an actual 1 or 22, but now 22 now.
no, 22 never can.
Yes, sir, Goma. Then now 22 now.
Later, I'm getting here 22 like at 2016, it was 17.5.
2016 what?
2016.
And 17.4. It's about 17.4.46.
So where from the 22 you play?
22. I'm talking about 2024 when we were leaving power for you. Yes, sir, Goma. It was 22.8. It will run out by 23. Accepted. Can you have inflation? Inflation target you. The trajectory started dropping. It started dropping. IMF predict from last year, 2024 April May, only the government called the inflation and what attack on. You have inherited it, but you never give credit where credit is due. That is, those are the figures. Those are the figures. How can you make Tony, John Dramani Mahama, please have you oh, but be world crisis that have impact on the Ghana economy. No me go ro me gbe ni bombo. Ka ke mi vivi no me Ghana to. Ele aminya glo, be aminya e oglo. US, Israel, Iran. We produce now army Russia. Russia is the third most popular. We produce now army. US, yes, is part. China is part. But US, US, canal damo. The canal, Russia for me. Russia for uranium. Uranium for me.
20% of the world.
Oh, no,
I don't have problem. World crisis, I affect now your economy.
In principle, exogenous and external factors only will affect the economy. You know, Blama, okay.
I can't go after them a year ago. I don't know that I put them in the gun at all. I don't know that I'm put them in the gun at all. But your mom will be alone. I can't make President Mahama Bona, President Akufo-Addo. Some time ago, be President Botamanya, President Nyola Gamawa. But when you the way before, I got over. And those comments you were in opposition were very reckless. Very reckless. Akufo-Addo Gonalebe. He knows how to bring the economy back on stage, but he does not know how to bring back lives.
Yeah. Okay, for Tana.
I said, Mama, the Bible will allow Benima. Every Menale, I want to look we are back you. Economy breakdown. You know where you are to revive it. You never be Ghana economy. Ever stand still. Having a dollar, you come on the economy was reviving. IMF report as far as April 2024. Oh, but explicit today. And for the day your government the economy is reviving. Oh, projecting the Ghana will be at an inflation level. Okay. Which truly, that is where we are today. And for the doctor, when he came in there, now Ghana economy your cut expenses. Allocation to the presidency, as it stands now, is more higher, 2 times higher than Akufo-Addo's time. That not to be your cut expenses. Expenses can be cut to.
Yo, tell me a message, Saroli. I'm a good message. So, Mary, Mary Holanyo, but good morning, Brother Tony. Well done. Good morning to you, Mary. Whoever me uncle dental Accra. All right, Christian, good discussion. Thank you, Vincent. No, Joe, but good one. Thank you for your message. All right, direct messages. Ho Dela do message ram Yemian Kosem. Thank you so much. Emian Kosem the 5-star lefia. Stella Mian Kosem Chuakachi. Good morning to you, Stella. Desmond Mian Kosem. Desmond Mian Kosem Chuhohe. Salom Mian Kosem Chuhuafia. Agbenyo Mian Kosem Chuho Ben Tota. Good morning to you. These are just short messages. Patience Ahujo Mian Kosem Chuadaklo. Good morning to you, Patience. Edo Mian Kosem. Domianko sem cho aplau pat le ho trafaga o ha mianko sem isha chamianchi mpola mara kuku ganda nami eje mako wona akwachi Tony Magbo inya from me da pene honorable the bag bonya na fia 30 seconds.
Okay, there is an allegation though.
30 seconds straight.
Yeah, so fine. Eno goglobe like economy like me amiko. This country helped me about the economy was ranked as junk status. Junk status, everybody, when you to let's say a salary worker, over affordability, they can make a location be a dog they work for, a beyond the affordability. They no, as a country, just throw me looking good, investors all coming in, all investing. Economy is now stable. We have exchange rate good. Price of goods and services already there. You are saying that less than what how you left it?
Yo, Mpola, Tony McBoy, Enya Kromi, Enya, well, Elitem, Choma, Richard, bye bye.
Than 38%. You are enjoying. You not praise
they go they pretend say they love you. They go they call for mouth, they sweet they call you say. They go they smile for front, they say they love you. Hey, they go they spoil for back, they say they love you. Hey, jealousy, oh, every